grab your loved ones, or grab your love partner. And if you're by yourself, no worries.
Do we have any idea what the format of the show next week is going to be?
Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with them. Do the hold down and get into it.
Ron?
It's going to take a minute.
To the left now.
Oh, it's June's immediately. It takes about a minute and a half.
Did I rewind that song? No, I already started. Oh, you want me to rewind?
Yeah.
To the right, to the right. Now take your left hand and put it on your side.
This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
This next part's my favorite part, cause this time
Govs Radio.
then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with them. Do the hold down and get into it.
Get down and escape it. Inzarello doesn't care that I'm on. He's drinking Starbucks.
I got my Starbucks coffee here.
Limo talk. It's Graziday. GothamGoldGraz.com for all your transportation needs. Look at that. GovsRadio.com. Govs.com. We're here in the O'Toole room.
.com.
Bobby Inzarello, Ins41.com. To my left.
And there is
There's
an
pretzel
Ins41.com.
assault on my board.com.
What do you, it's pretzels. That voice is brought up extraordinaire. Richard Zarelli to my right. Charlie Myers, who I told was not allowed to get on, not allowed to get on the Facebook page, is to my far left, but he might be getting banned to the other room, the O'Toole room, after last week.
Yeah, we're gonna take the most handsome face we have on Limo Talk, and we're gonna banish it to the back room.
You know what? This is the old Tool room. Pretty soon you're going to be in the little Tool room.
I know. I'm already living I'm already living the little Tool life. So this is nothing new.
Whoa,
whoa! She sprayed nice vanilla. Did you come in here and smell the vanilla? That's from one of the waitresses
I can't help
here at
myself.
Governors. Govs.com. I have a new credo. I am not mentioning the other shows on GovsRadio.com that don't mention me.
So we're mentioning no one.
So no. Well, I'm gonna get it done with it real quick so we can go on.
Tea time with Teresa. Have a good day.
Basically, yes.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Something Tank on Mondays at 1:30. They don't talk about me. Something Squared at 6:30. They don't talk about me. The Wort with Mike and Pete on 8 o'clock on alternate Mondays. I'm on there all the time. They talk about me. Some kind of music show on Mondays. They don't talk about me. Sorry.
No applause.
No, yeah. Tuesdays. Who's on at 10 o'clock?
Tea time with Teresa. Yeah.
Who mentions us all the time. Then there's a 6:30 football show, and then 8 o'clock there's something that's not sorry. It really is sorry. Plays the same Italian bits all the time. Just a little joke. And then something about a mic. All right. And Wednesdays is Three's Company with the now leaving Jim Raya.
Okay.
Jim Raya. Jim Raya is no longer going to be on Three's Company with Mandy Jones and
it's
Bonnie
Two's Company.
Well, I heard they're getting a fatter version of Jim Raya.
Is there? I think there's a segment to be had on like This Week in Comedy Drama, because every week it seems like something goes on in the comedy network and community.
Or a mess.
And it's like it needs to be discussed. Last week we talked about a couple fire alarms going off, a couple other weird things happening, and now this week.
Jim, and I have an announcement too. This Wednesday, after a year of sitting and waiting for a long time,
I'm going to stand up.
I'm going into the city to my old boys at Sirius XM and having a lunch with Jeremy Coleman, who invited me.
That's awesome.
But I'm not relevant on this station.
That's good.
Just kidding. All right, and then Wednesdays is Three's Company. Thursdays is Let's Eat with Chef Felix, who left us these beautiful pretzels.
Delicious.
Yes. All right?
And they look very good.
The pretzels are from Ray from Tri-County behind us.
What is that? These are flea market pretzels?
Those are flea market pretzels.
The large pretzel.
That's huge.
Ray from Not of the World, which is the Tri-County pretzels. We're going to eat
the flea market has a lot of food then.
Yeah.
Ray's are Tri-County pretzels.
Yeah. And then Let's Eat Long Island with Felix. We'll talk about them. And then 9 o'clock, Limo Talk with Graz. And then Monday through Friday is Yippee Yappy and Yahooey. It's a Knock 'em Dead comedy show with Sally.
I like that. Yippee,
Yappy,
yappy, and Yahoo.
Yippee, yappy, Yahoo!
Sounds like 3 noises I've never made a girl
Wait a
make.
minute.
You know?
You know that was a cartoon, right?
Yes.
Oh, what was it?
It was. A
He
Yippee,
doesn't
yappy,
know
and
that.
Yahoo!
Well, Sally O'Neill, Tony Walker, and Eric Shevlin, they mention me all the time, so I've given you the condensed version of the Govs radio schedule, the ones that talk about limo talk.
Gotcha.
And
okay.
the disclaimer, let's get that out of the way.
Wow.
Podcasts available on Govs Radio may contain content that may be objectionable. The views and opinions expressed in the podcasts on
Especially
Govs Radio
Charlie Myers.
or Charlie Myers are those of the individual podcasters
Be my friend, Charlie.
and their guests. They do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Govs Radio, Governor's Comedy Club, The Brokerage, McGuire's, Inns 41, GothamGoldGraz.com, or sponsors and advertisers.
Or the Wilpons.
Well, some podcasts are for mature audiences and include language not suitable for young listeners. Listener discretion is advised. We're done.
Please beware.
Somebody called, but I guess they didn't like that I was talking, and it is my show.
Somebody
It is.
called and
This-
didn't like that you were talking. I
Yeah.
like that.
What's up? Limo Talk. How are you, boys?
We're great.
I'm trying to share this shit, man.
I mean, do we have somebody on
Trying
the
to
phone?
share
Or?
No, they hung
Oh,
up.
I thought you were like a couple guys called in.
They hung up.
Yeah.
Look at it. Yeah, they hung up already. Where's Jeff Bosey?
So let's not bury the lead. The Mets got rid of the manager.
Yep.
What's the deal with that? Go
ahead, Bob.
Bobby, let's talk.
Go, Bobby.
All right, I
Let's
didn't
talk
share
about
this.
Callaway.
All right. The bottom line was this. The guy was a really nice guy. The players liked him. There's nothing you could say bad about him as a person, as a good man, or whatever he is. But when you come down to the fact that he was supposed to be Mr. Pitching Guru, he was supposed to know so much about pitching, and they actually hired him because they had this fantastic pitching staff, and they were going to have him fine-tune it, make it great, make it all better and stuff like that. And this bullpen sucked ass the entire year. You had Edwin Diaz, who was a disaster from day one. Middle relief was terrible. Everything. Starting pitchers struggled except for DeGrom. And I'm sitting there going, what did we get this guy for? And bottom line is his strategy really wasn't good all year long either. His handling of the pitching staff, his double switches,
Now this
it's about
wasn't-
time.
Well, how does this? I mean, this couldn't have been one of the more disappointing seasons.
No,
This
it
is not
wasn't.
one of the
Wait,
worst,
wait.
right?
We talked about it. If you listen to some of the old shows, we said that if they got to September and were playing relevant baseball,
Right.
that they did a good job. They ended up going 10 games over 500. They were 10 games under 500.
Right.
So they made a 20-game turnaround. I think he did a good job. Should he have gotten fired just for basing that he let Diaz throw all those blown saves in that matter of those 3 weeks where he just blew up and kept going to him and kept going to him?
Kept batting Cano third
Yeah,
for most of the season until he got hurt.
I had a
I
cup.
mean, I guess he was trying to just have him work through.
I give him a
it.
little
Listen,
more of a
What was
pass
the-
on
what
that.
was
I'll tell you one thing. I had a plastic cup sitting in my house today. It was from the first game I went to the Met game this year. I went to 10 this year. It was my first. It was in April. You know who was on that cup? Fucking Robinson Cano and Edwin Diaz. And basically, Cano was not that good. And Diaz, if you took away 5 of the blown saves, we're in the wild card right
I would have
now.
rather had Skip Lockwood.
Yeah, that's unreal.
So
You know.
that was the
Remember
plastic
the
cup.
days with Skip? You don't remember Skip Lockwood.
Yes, I
now,
do.
Madden's
Yes, I do.
gone. Madden gets fired from the Cubs.
He didn't get fired, really. They
well,
just kind
okay.
of decided
So
that
did
time
the
was
Mets?
up.
Did the
Parted
Mets go
ways.
after
No,
him?
they're not
or
gonna do
what
it.
No.
happens?
He's going to the
He's
Angels.
going to the Angels. That's where his home. That's where his home was. He was there as a coach for 20+ years. I think that's where he's going to go. A lot of people think that's where he's ending up. They even fired their manager, didn't they, after one season?
Yes, he's gone.
He's gone.
So that was probably the
Ausmus.
preamble.
They
Yeah.
cleared the way for that.
That was the preamble to that. The Cubs knew, Madden probably spoke to the Cubs and said, "Listen, I'm not coming back, and you probably don't even care."
Right.
But I got other things I'm looking at, and they probably were like, "Hey, no problem,
I mean,
Joe."
you did a pretty good job over
There's
there. I don't-
7
He did.
positions
He did.
open. There's 7 positions open.
Now you got,
Yeah.
And
to me,
counting.
the best choice for manager of the Mets right now, and I said this to Richie in text earlier, was you either going to pick Joe Girardi or Buck Showalter. I actually prefer Showalter, but the bottom line is now I'm listening to guys like Mike Francesa and guys on the radio who have inside dope on what the Mets are all about. And bottom line is the Mets obviously, like every other team now, they want their general manager to have all the power and a guy in the dugout who they can puppeteer all day long.
Yeah.
And Buck Showalter is not going to be that guy, and neither
No.
is Joe Girardi.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
So and
They
neither
can have
will
opinions.
Madden. So who are they going to pick? They're going to pick they'll probably go with a guy like Super Joe Ewing.
You don't like David Wright? You don't like
I said it today.
Carlos
is it
Belcher?
Joe-
You don't like Carlos
David
Belcher?
Wright is
Why?
40.
All right, limo talk. It's Bobby Inzarello, Charlie Myers, and brought up extraordinaire Richie Zarelli. Who's this?
The
Hello.
world's oldest intern.
Hi. Hi, Al. What's up?
Hey, nothing. Just calling in so I can hear the show.
All right.
First time, long time.
He's like those people on Sirius Satellite. They don't have a subscription. They just
You have
call
to
in.
understand something. Al,
They just call in and listen.
Sit on hold so they can hear the
Can you
show.
just put me back on hold,
on
please?
You got
NEW,
enough open lines to keep me on hold? Thanks.
on NEW, when we take far trips, we call the NEW, and I tell Spaz, put me on hold. I want to listen to the show as I'm in Virginia because you couldn't hear it.
Exactly.
So he listens.
Just don't chime in.
But wait a minute. Al's segment last week with Gilbert Gottfried was one of my favorite segments besides trying to get Charlie Myers home.
Right.
That was really the highlight.
Yeah,
of
the
show.
highlight. Listen, Charlie, I have to say, I love you. I'm glad that you hang out with us. I'm glad you're part of Limo Talk. Last week's show, it was
Best ever, right,
It was
everyone's saying
good,
it.
but I don't like
Best
seeing
ever.
you like
It was
that.
gold, Jerry. It's
Yeah,
gold.
you're-
I remember when I
Go.
was really really heavy.
round team.
Before I lost all the weight, I was really, really heavy. I had this
You
friend
got
come
pretty
up
fat
to me.
last week.
Yeah.
Holy shit. He was.
So
You were in that fucking jersey. You look like you put on 30 pounds.
I did. Pick on Charlie night on Limo Talk. Call in if you got to. No. Yeah. So at the end of the day, not for nothing, we all have a good time on the show. I want to, of course, apologize to my best friend, my favorite, my loving, beautiful,
we go.
wonderful
Mike
girlfriend
Nicolia.
who's watching right now.
Wait, hold on. Who'd you say? Mike Nicolia?
Mike the
He's got a pretzel in his mouth.
There was a
Just
request.
so you know, you hear this?
Yeah.
Mike Nicolia has made a request that he no longer wants this to be said when his name
hit
comes
the wrong
on.
button.
I hit the wrong button. I had the
hit the
jungle.
jungle.
I thought you switched it to the jungle for him. Like that was.
Well,
okay,
if he's
we're
been-
not
well,
going to do
if
the
he dates
cricket.
an
That was a
African,
compromise.
if he
You're the
dates-
jungle
if
boy
he dates
now.
somebody of another color, I'll put the I'll put that on. If he dates his,
What did we use the crickets to last week? We did it to somebody.
oh, we did it. I think we did. Well, do we do it for Al? No, we didn't do it for Al. No, we did it for Frank Maniscalco.
Oh my God, yes. Frank,
yeah,
call in.
That's right.
Frank Maniscalco. Well, my favorite bit of last week was Gilbert Gottfried, who is going to be here this Saturday night
Yeah.
at Governors in Levittown.
That's right.
And Al's hoping that he might show up on
Oh, he's
Saturday.
not there tonight?
What happened?
He's not there
Gilbert's not
tonight.
I think I saw him in the hall.
No, he is not there.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Where are you, Gilbert? I don't see you. Where are you?
I have a live mic in the hallway. I'm waiting for my turn to get on stage.
But
If you want to talk to me, you have 2 minutes.
But you're talking with your mouth full. Why you got pretzels?
I'm eating these gigantic fucking pretzels.
from Ray from not of the world or
Right, not of this world.
He's in Tri-County Pretzels.
Tri-County pretzels,
well,
right down the road.
Gilbert, I will tell you that I am looking forward to your show on Saturday night. I'm trying to get tickets and get out of work.
If
Hold
there
on.
are still tickets available, I'm not doing well.
It is kind of true. You're right.
It's Thursday, for crying out loud.
It's not Limo Talk, which is a week away, and I think we sold about 8 tickets for our show so
I
far.
bought 4 of them.
We got it. That place, I guarantee the place will be sold out by the time we do this.
I'm hearing a lot of my friends are coming. A lot
They
of
are.
people. Gary Mancini's coming to hang out. Wants to see Bobby perform stand up.
fuck pressure.
Joey Rosillo and his wife.
A lot of the
my
Mets are going to
wife.
be here. They're not doing nothing.
Mickey
So
Galloway will be
a lot
here.
of the Mets will be here.
A lot of the Mets are going to hang out and watch Bobby do stand up.
Exactly. No, but
Don't
it's going to
forget
be a
it
great
is a
show.
Jewish holiday.
Daryl Strawberry will be here.
By the way, Al, you'll be working that Friday night because we are going to put you in for Al's traffic report. Can I have the helicopter, please? This is Al's traffic report. Holy Christ.
I mean, are we just winging this show or what?
played it
No,
before.
we've got a printout. We're not
What are we
winging
winging?
on
Not
that.
this one. I'm talking about the show next Friday.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We're
Oh,
just
that's a
winging it.
total-
Yes.
So who's going to know who's going up when? And
Oh,
who's-
well, Jeff
We have a
Bosey,
host.
who's not here
Bosey.
right.
We have a
Bosey
host.
gave me here. You want to read
Oh,
Bosey's?
limo talk agenda.
Yeah, Bosey gave me an agenda, Charles. What do you think?
Sounds like a.
Okay, introduction.
Well, hold on. Al, what'd you say? It sounds like what?
I said it sounds like a clusterfuck already.
Oh,
Nah, the
that's
show's
nice,
gonna be
Al.
That's good.
Al, how's the wet? Wait,
Let's
Al,
sell some tickets.
I
now.
like a good cluster of fucks.
Let's open the phone lines now and sell some tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Al, can you do me a favor? Could you stick your head out the window while you're moving and maybe it'll get chopped off?
Go through a tight tunnel, Al.
So yeah, we got a bunch of really talented comics actually going to be on this. If you check out the list of who's going to be there.
Go ahead.
It's going to be a real.
Well, Bosey's doing it.
Bosey's
Teresa Farrell.
Teresa's doing a set.
Teresa's bringing up doing a set.
Who else? I think you, Charlie Myers, Matt Alvalo, Mike Nicolia, Bobby Inzarello, Anthony Grazade,
Jerry
Seinfeld,
George Costanza.
chance of getting Artie Lang. Maybe he's in the other room.
Kevin James.
Oh, the show's going to go on till 2 in the morning.
Listen, it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great night at Governance. Anytime you come down to an actual comedy club, especially the world famous Governance Comedy,
I love what he's.
you're
I love
definitely
this, Charlie.
going to have a great time. You're going to get a lot of laughs. You're going to be around a lot of really good people. And nobody walks out of here and says, wow, I just had a terrible night. I've never, unless they saw me perform, most of the time it's all laughs and good times. So come on down. What date is it? October 11th?
October 11th, 8 o'clock in the little room.
8 o'clock. We got a lot of really funny people coming
Let's get this
on.
straight, though.
and
Isn't
it's
the
gonna be a good
Lil
time.
Room the
Sounds
Lil
great.
What?
Room?
It's
It's
50.
the Lil Room.
Lil. It's got
Lil.
it fits 55 people.
It's like Wally's Bagels in North Babylon. Like, they don't make it bigger because it looks so much better just jammed out. You
I
know?
agree.
If Wally's took on the place right next door to it, nobody would go there. They only go there because the line's out the door and you think you're getting... Bobby, these pretzel. You're loving these over here.
I'm loving the pretzel.
He's got a nice mustard over here. He's like, yeah. But yeah, we definitely did what is this, nicotine gum? See, Bobby, you got it all over here.
Is that nicotine?
I don't know. Oh, it's regular gum.
Why is our other comedian that is part of our show always late and never showing up on time?
Who, Jeff Bosey?
Yeah,
Bosey.
What's
He's
the problem with Bosey,
He's a good
man?
guy. He's just not the most punctual.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Bosey, are you in there?
I'm here now.
Where were you, Bosey?
Well, I figured I'd let you guys sit there and like circle jerk each other about baseball, football, and all the other senseless stuff. I don't get
He's like,
involved in.
Bosey's like, get all the man stuff out of the way
You know,
before
I want
get
all the
there.
nice fairy stuff that I like.
Exactly.
So now, did we talk about? I think I overheard a little something. Are we sitting here? Are we going to promote this thing hard?
We're promoting on.
October 11th.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Bose.
Come on, October 11th. We're here in the little room. All right, we got a great show. We got great comics lined up. We got Graz, you got Bob, you got Charlie, you got Mike Nicola, you got Matt Olivero. You got just so many great people that are going to be on this show. You guys got to come out.
Tom DeSillis.
Yeah,
we did not mention him.
Stephen
Very
Rocco
talented
Perillo.
guy.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Rocco Perillo.
Stephen
So, yeah.
Rocco Perillo.
The man of the hour.
Bosey,
the
I
man
am
of the
very
cemetery.
impressed with this
big
layout
bill.
you did. I must say, this is impressive.
So we're doing
Well, I tried.
6 minutes?
I hear cheering. I hear cheering in the background. That's great. You guys are gonna
It can't be us.
have a great show.
Hello again, Al! Al just came back.
Gilbert, Al, could you tell Gilbert where you are right now and what the traffic is at 9:19 on a Thursday night in Manhattan?
Tell us about the clusterfuck. Al.
Well, let's see. I'm on First Avenue just crossing 52nd Street. We're moving pretty well. Got all greens going across. But I did notice that the outbound Brooklyn Bridge, you'd want to stay away from there. It's very
Wow!
Whoa!
Do that again, Al. I got
Manhattan Bridge is a
really
better
excited.
alternative.
The inbound Brooklyn Bridge is totally clear.
Traffic report sponsored by Ray from Not of the World, Tri-Counties Pretzels.
There you go.
Nice.
What a way to do it. That was
Good tie-in.
beautiful.
Al, good job with the traffic report.
Hey, you know what drives me nuts? I'm driving home the other day. I'm coming home from Jersey, and I have this anxiety moment when I go to the not Triborough Bridge, the Verrazano Bridge. Upper level, lower level. I never know which fucking level to take. I'm standing there going, which way? I'm in the middle in the two different lanes. One's going to the left, one's going to the right.
Lower. If you're going to Staten Island,
Why am I
take the
taking lower?
It's better.
yeah.
Why?
Because it's just quicker.
It's just
Everybody
quicker.
goes top.
It's
You
yeah,
always go to
less
the bottom.
traffic.
You always got to go
I
to the
prefer
bottom.
bottom.
And the trucks
I do
and the
too.
trucks have to go up top.
The who? Trucks.
Trucks have to go up
Well,
top.
it was kind of late. It was like I wasn't really worried about trucks at the time, but I just felt like a little anxiety. You know, I'm sitting there going,
Nah, go lower.
Wait, level lower, up a lower. I'm crashing into a wall.
Even going to Brooklyn, take the lower.
A little lower?
Easier to get on.
I'm doing the lower.
I always take the low road myself. This
There's
way.
nothing wrong with the low road.
So what I was thinking, to promote the show, to promote Limo Talk Live, I'm thinking on the show today we're going to give away 2 free tickets.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go well.
Okay, 2 free tickets.
You know, we only have like
Two-
4 sold.
Well,
5 sold.
okay. I think we have solid 8 sold. This will put us
Solid
into double.
8?
This will put us into
25% of the
first-
tickets.
That's the first solid 8 I've ever had. So I'm going to hold on to it the best I can.
I'm buying-
Usually I have a flaccid 4.
I like this Charlie Myers.
Right,
That's
right,
why you're on.
right, exactly.
Last week's Charlie Myers I didn't like.
Listen, what do you always want? The best of me? Come on.
Well, you know what?
it's-
You told Michael Nicoli a long time ago that you liked radio and you enjoyed it. So if you enjoy it,
sure.
embrace
Yelling
it.
at you.
Embrace it.
I do.
Embrace it in a positive. Walk in here and want to smile at everybody.
You're also going to be
Tell everybody
able
go fuck
to
themselves.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm also going to be doing a guest spot on Sirius Satellite Radio myself for
who?
Win Daily's podcast.
When?
Which, it's going to be on one of these Saturday nights in football season. I'm going to be doing it with a good friend of mine, Jay, and another guy.
So you're making some money outside of the family?
WWE superstar Matt Striker. I don't know if you.
What channel?
It's on the fantasy football.
Oh,
Sirius
89. I
Satellite
think it's
Radio.
89 or something
It's
like that.
yeah, it's Sirius 89. I have it on. I think it's like
89?
The guy that I
12
know
on it.
runs Howard 101.
Right.
Speaking of Howard 101, and I'm going to get a chuckle, I'm going to take it away from Blunts. Our Joseph Esquire Blunts III, Joey Blunts, sat in with Pharrell last week at the he was at the D Casino in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah?
Pharrell had a show in the lounge. He does it every year.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott said he didn't have any guests. He turned to Blunts and said, "Blunts, you want to hang?" And he, for 4 hours, they laughed. You know, they can't curse or anything. But Joey sent me the replay. He did a great job. He's fantastic. So Joey, I texted him today. I go, "You coming on?" He goes, "I don't know." He goes, "I'm starting to feel like Clint Hurdle." He goes, "Last week I was with Pharrell. I was in the major leagues and everything else." He goes, "When I come on your show," he goes, "I'm back to Scranton, Pennsylvania,
I know,
in the
he's
minor
like-
leagues." He
Wow,
goes,
fuck him.
he goes, "No, it was funny."
While he pipped us.
He totally. Yeah, he totally.
He's like the new
he got a
Gardner
taste of the,
Minshew.
he got a
you know?
taste of the real life. All right.
Well, he said that Pharrell did a good job and he enjoyed himself a lot. But he did say he has a lot of fun on here too. So.
And not for nothing.
Did you
No,
say Clint Hurdle?
Yeah, he said he felt like
Is that the manager?
no.
he was the manager of the Pirates.
Oh,
for a
It was.
He is, yeah.
You meant to say Clint
Frazier.
Frazier.
All right, Clint Frazier. I'm sorry.
But listen, not for nothing. No matter how big you get, no matter what, you always want to come back home. You always want to come to the people you started with, you were comfortable with. You know, that's where you really want to be. If you're a halfway decent person and they treated you right, you know, they say once a giant, always a giant. You know, that's how I feel. Like once a limo.
Well,
talker,
that's what they
always a
say to
limo
me in
talker,
bed.
right?
Once a
A limo
giant, always a
talker.
giant.
Oh, that's what they say to you, boss.
Yes, that's what they say. I don't know who they are, but they say it.
Exactly.
But-
So I really wanted to talk more about this gym thing, but Mandy's not here yet, so I guess we're going to have to wait for her to talk more.
Yeah,
about
Mandy's coming in about
it. And then I
9:30.
wanted to talk about being on set of this film that might possibly be in. That I was
Raiders
with
of the
Michael
Lost Ark?
Friedman
Oh, okay.
the other night, and Michael Friedman's not here to talk about those. So
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 then
all
you-
the people we want to talk to are not here.
So then we're not going to let you talk. We're going to shut you off your mic, and I'll talk with Bobby for a little while. And
You
then,
know, there's a lot of things I'm not doing. I'm going to talk about those. All right.
So what's up with this first beer tour thing? I'm curious about this.
we sold out with Hopscotch. Is a place in Deer Park. It's a bottle company. It's on.
Where in Deer Park?
I don't know. Hopscotch bottles in Deer Park. We did a beer tour out of there. We're meeting at Hopscotch. We're going to 3 breweries in Brooklyn, and then we're coming back, and we sold out in 18 minutes.
Really? How
We
many
put
people are going to be?
18 people. I have a
wow.
21-passenger bus. I told them 18 people.
Wow, that's 13 more than have bought live limo talk. That we're
Yeah,
this
I know. I should start offering bus.
Free tickets to everyone who takes that bus tour.
If you
We're
don't
filling
like
the
the,
fucking room. Let's do it.
if you don't like the show, Graz will be waiting outside with the limo bus to take you anywhere away from here.
If you purchase beer from the cow tonight, you're a free ticket to the limo talk show.
But listen, I wanted to give away the 2 tickets. I wanted to have some kind of little
we don't wanna
contest.
do
It's
that.
We don't wanna
I'm
do
good.
that.
The
We don't-
tickets
we
are
don't-
on
It's
me.
embarrassing when no one calls.
The tickets are on me. No, somebody will call for 2 free tickets. Come on.
Trust me, we offered Met tickets
Dennis
one night,
Murphy.
not one call.
Oh yeah.
They'll be on Charlie. All you gotta do is like quickly rip it off. You're gonna be using it as pasties for the evening.
Exactly.
We have an inquiring question, and this question goes to Mr. Charlie Myers from one of our viewers.
Go ahead.
The question is:
Can we read who the viewer is
The
first?
reader
Because
is
my ass
Gina-
is still sore.
Gina
from,
Kajemi
last week.
Coffin.
Gina Kajemi Coffin is the salesperson here and also has become a character in every single show. As you notice my voice. I don't have any advertisers on my show, so I don't care right now.
Wait, hold on,
We
wait,
have
wait.
some interested parties.
How's
No,
the laugh?
Gina's cool. We like
How does the
Gina.
laugh go? So the question is, Charlie.
Go ahead,
Did you make the decision to marry or not to marry?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh,
Bum
thank-
bum bum.
Excellent question.
I'm in a very, very happy relationship. I love my girlfriend very much. We have a great time together, just like everybody else. We have our arguments, we have our disagreements. I'm like and I'm not talking politics here, just personality-wise. I'm a liberal kind of guy, and personality-wise, she's a conservative kind of girl. So we bump heads a little bit like that, but at the end of the day, we have a great relationship. And
Whoa.
I'm telling you, things happen.
on.
You know.
Limo talk. It's Inzarello. Who's this?
Raz, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Chef Felix.
Hey, Chef. What's happening?
Nothing, man. You guys munching on the pretzels or what?
Bobby?
The pretzels are delicious, Felix. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the guy's pretty
These
cool,
are the
man.
best pretzels I've ever had. They're so good. It's good to be a New Yorker and have a pretzel that I can dunk in some mustard right here on live radio. Thank you, Chef.
You know,
You're
I was
welcome.
just quickly going to ask. I was like, is this the new Chef Felix show? Because I see all these huge pieces of food on the table. I'm sitting there going, like,
They're not huge.
God
They're
damn
beautiful
it.
pretzels.
Chef Felix, where are you a chef? What restaurant are you a chef at?
retired.
Oh, retired?
I did most of my chefing in food service, like Aramark.
Oh, nice.
Aramark.
What's your
Wait a
best
minute.
dish? Because apparently I gained 30 pounds in my white Yankee jersey, according to Grass. So, what's your best health food dish?
Chef, he came in looking like fucking puffin stuff last week.
I do.
And they were vertical stripes, which I don't get.
They're supposed to be slimming.
I do a healthy dish called pate fou. It's pretty cool. It's French dish.
Patafu, what's in that?
It's like boiled short ribs with a lot of vegetables and a horseradish sauce.
I like it already.
Yeah.
Horseradish, I love
I'll
it.
take some of that.
How come
Yeah,
I haven't
it's
been
really
on
good.
your show yet, Chef? You've had everybody from fucking Bonnie Scalisi to Steve from Barrier Brewing or Bonchet Brewing or somebody's brewing. Where's my invitation,
Well,
Chef?
he watches
Yeah,
you
Grass,
sweat.
Grass likes to
He
eat.
watches
First
you
of
sweat, and
all-
he figures if you take a bite of his food and fucking drop dead, it ain't going to be good for the
He's
crowd.
going to be boiling the fucking hard-boiled eggs on your forehead.
You know what?
Come on,
Fuck you
anytime.
both. Hold on. Fuck you both, all right?
Fuck yous both.
Fuck you both. You guys are so
drop
fucking
dead
mean
on
to
the
me.
air.
I
It's
swear to
not
God,
good
you guys
for you.
are dying. Chef, they are fucking dying for me to drop dead on the air. And I'm starting
Two
now.
free
Listen.
tickets.
If I was going to wish for something, I'd wish for something a little less realistic, you know?
You get 2 free tickets for Friday night, October 11th, and I drop dead.
Which hour do you have in the pool? I got 9:30.
Fucking
9:30 I had. Coming up.
Closest one without
Oh,
going
I
over.
lost.
you dick.
No.
Chef.
By the way, those glasses are very slimming.
Oh, thanks.
Oh God.
Chef, I'm sorry. Everything else is good. Are you having fun, Chef? Is everybody treating you good?
Yeah, everything's good.
You need me to slap anybody around, even though I'm not the boss anymore. You need me to go over your head and do a couple things because I will.
No, I can take care of that. I got connections, man. No problem. I have no problem with that.
You sure?
Peter Griffin.
All right. Well, you make sure if they're not treating you. You know what I mean? I like you, Chef. You're one of my originals. I don't like when they mess with the originals. You know, there's a couple.
Yeah.
There's a couple originals that are no longer here. They're no longer.
Hey, I just want to say, I think Hopwins is listening to you tonight,
Hopwins.
and I wanted to say thank you because they gave us some beer today for the show.
Well, here's what we got to do with Hopwins. We got to make him one of the advertisers on Limo Talk, on Chef Felix, all on Govs Radio, because I would like to hear a Hopwins commercial. Like, hi, it's Graz. Come to Hopwins, where I'll pass gas and drink good beer.
Do you guys think, Chef, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Because I've always had like a firm belief that you're either a cooker or a cleaner. I'm a cleaner. My
You're
girlfriend's
just
a
a
cooker.
dick.
You know, exactly. Are you a cooker and a cleaner? Or are you just a cooker? Is your wife a cleaner? Or what do you think about this whole cooker-cleaner thing I got going on? Is there
Here we
any
go
validity
again.
to that?
Technically, you're supposed to clean as you cook, but
Are you just like with your wife? Listen, I cooked the meal.
I
You know,
think
the
you've
least you can
stumped
do
the
is keep the
panel.
house.
well, let's put it this way: my wife's looking at me right now with a big face. So
Yeah, so
I'm
he's
You
more
better say the right
clean
thing,
this.
Felix, or you'll be sleeping on the couch.
You'll be me on the podcast with his tail between his legs the next week. You know.
Did you
right.
listen to us at all last week, Felix?
Not last week, no.
Thank God.
Charlie was in rare form. He had something called alcoholism.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It happens on occasion. It happens on occasion.
I have to try one of these pretzels.
Please.
They're
Very
very,
good.
very, very good. Now that
Yeah, today we had German. We had the
These are really good.
Oktoberfest.
Oh my
We had the pretzels, everything.
What are you doing? Twice a week?
No, I just do once a week. That's
Just
it.
Thursday night. Thursday afternoons at 1:30 in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, that's it. Thursday afternoon.
You know what I like now here? When they actually, the big boss, James, he actually waves and smiles at me now. It makes me feel
Really?
Yeah, it makes me feel good. Took 3.5 years, but I feel good now.
He could be waving goodbye.
Who are you?
I saw him mouth the words last night. This is your last night.
This is it.
You're
Make
a
sure you
bye.
clean up.
Board-ups are not supposed to talk. They're supposed to run the board. They're not supposed to make snarky
I am running
remarks.
the board.
No one in here is a cooker. You're all cleaners. Clean the fuck up and get the fuck out.
Felix, can I come on your show if I don't get
Yeah,
kicked?
absolutely.
Okay, good.
He's inviting
got-
himself
I got,
on everybody's show. He invites himself on everyone's show and never shows up.
he never
I got a lot of
shows.
good. I got a lot of good shows coming up.
What do you
So-
got? Tell me. We won't talk. Go.
All right. Well, I got one show. I got a veterans coming on.
Well, I like that.
I like when people say veterans, not veterans. They go veterans.
No, I got veterans coming on. I got Dang Barbecue with them.
Dang.
Yeah, they're good. And we're going to talk with the veterans. They do something called Comedy Assault. It's like therapy for them, you know?
Okay. So why don't you bring him in here one night as a guest of you, and bring
Absolutely.
bring a couple of veterans. And I never thought of that. I would listen.
I'll ask them maybe at the nighttime we'll come on. We'll have them on the day, and then we'll come on at night.
See, the
I
problem
can
with
do
this
that.
show is I invite everybody on the show, and then I have like 10 people, and
That's all right.
but it's it gets a little too much. But
And then I walk out.
yeah, then Bobby,
And
and Bobby, yeah. and then-
And I call from my house and I go, did you notice I left? You left?
yes, Felix. What else is coming up for you? What
What
beer-
else is coming up?
Yeah, what-
I got a Halloween party coming up on the 31st.
How's that working out?
Good. We're gonna have again. We're gonna have Bonnie Scalisi.
Why?
We're gonna have
Again?
Esther Forster. Yeah, she loves it.
I know.
Try
I
to-
like
try to
Bonnie.
get her
Bonnie's
heavy,
good
man.
people. I like Esther too. Esther's
Yeah,
very
Esther's
cool.
coming on. I'm gonna have them do about five or 6 minutes of comedy. We're gonna have the big black truck. It's a food truck. They do a lot of different food.
I thought it was.
I
I
know
thought
the
you,
guy-
I thought you meant something
Big
else
black.
too.
I know the
I was
guy
getting
who runs that food
I was getting
truck,
there.
yeah.
Al, you still there, Al? Hold on a
Then
minute.
we're gonna have the Park Bake Shop. They're gonna bring cupcakes and cookies and stuff.
Chef, let me ask
And
you
then,
something. What are you doing on October 11th? It's a Saturday night. You got plans? I know
Chef,
your wife's there.
Chef,
You
it's a
could just
Friday
ask her.
night. You
Yeah,
keep
it's a
sending
Friday.
people to Saturday night.
Friday
Chef,
night.
you,
11th,
Chef, you
October
coming to
11th.
my show Friday night with your
When they
wife?
get here, they're going to find me here.
Oh, yeah. Gilbert Gottfried's going to
I'll
be
ask
here.
her, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Listen, I would love for you to come in and hang with us. Buy a ticket,
Okay.
too.
I got a bad leg though. You got to give me a comfortable chair.
I'll give you a good chair. I'll give you the chair from in here. Don't worry about it.
All right, that'll work.
Right?
We'll roll it right
Yeah,
out for
that'll
you.
work.
I was kind of
Definitely,
hoping I
man.
was going to get picked as the new Jack on Three's Company.
I
Hey,
you
look.
know.
Hold on. Go ahead, Felix.
Yeah, Christmas show. I got
a Blue Hawaiian Christmas show, man. We're going to have a luau and everything.
Wow. Can I come for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
I don't
right.
have anyone yet.
I like Christmas time. I'm coming for the Christmas time, all right?
All right, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be
Favorite
on
Christmas
the...
song? Hold
I
on.
think it's the 19th. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well, that's a good time. Let me get this right. It's Felix Restuccia. He's from Let's Eat Long Island, correct?
Correct.
He's an Italian guy who likes to eat.
1:30 in the afternoon
Shocking.
on 1:30 in the afternoon on govsradio.com, correct?
That's right.
I'm getting good at this, aren't I?
He really is. He's going. Well, we appreciate it. We look forward to all these upcoming events. I would love to be included in anything that involves
shut
free
up.
food.
Bye, Felix. I love you. Don't listen to him. He's just
Felix, listen. So long as I know what the menu is on your show for the next prior week or whatever, or the following week, then let me know, and then I'll sit there and go like, yeah, I'm in.
All right, no problem. You can go on the...
Oh, you have a whole menu of what you're going to have for the rest of the shows? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I probably do. I could. Okay, yeah, no problem.
Poor Bozy.
Did your wife just drop the robe in front of you or something? You stole for a second. Is everything all right?
Great improv.
He started putting together his
Let's put
menu.
it this way. I'm going to be out here a little bit in the living room. So.
She's pissed off at you, huh?
You know what it's like, man. You know?
Oh, yeah. Hold on, Bobby. You know.
Can I chime in?
Here you go.
Yeah.
It's fucking hell, Felix. It's fucking hell. Go to another room. Take a ride. Go somewhere. I'm telling you. How long you been married?
About 4 years.
Oh, you got nothing here. You haven't seen nothing.
You got nothing.
You know? Yeah, I'm telling you. It's gonna.
Well,
I'm trying to tell. I'm not gonna even tell Charlie anymore about marriage stuff.
I'm getting married soon.
Soon. Soon is a great word. Keep using it.
I like that song. In the year 2525.
Married soon, okay?
Well, prior to that, I was married 18 years to someone. So.
Wow, you did it again. Wow.
Why did you do it again?
Sucker.
I don't know. I'm still trying to find that out.
All right, now you're definitely on the couch.
All right, enjoy the couch, all right?
Absolutely.
I'll talk to you soon, Felix. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for the pretzels from our buddy Ray from Not of the World at Tri-County Pretzels.
Not of the World.
Exactly.
I love a man that can cook.
All right,
He's coming again next week, so maybe he'll get loose on pretzels.
Tell him I want. All right, tell him I like his pretzels.
He's got a stuffed pepperoni pretzel that's excellent.
I bet he does.
Pepperoni pretzel. Holy
Whoa.
shit.
Felix,
And
I'm gonna stuff your pepperoni.
And cream cheese pretzel too, which is pretty good.
Ooh, it's so salty.
So salty.
Anyway, I want to say thank you to Bonnie before I leave. So
Who cares? Oh, listen, this is what we do with Bonnie. Ready? Listen. See you later. I'll talk to you later, Felix.
all right,
Bye.
Why are we on an anti-Bonnie thing right now?
Oh, I'm
Well,
playing,
listen,
'cause she's
listen.
on every show.
Listen, I
she's on
actually...
everywhere.
Yeah. She's good, though.
I like Bonnie.
Let me just chime in about Bonnie
Go
real
ahead.
quick. All right. I actually took the time today because I was sitting in traffic for 4 hours leaving from Jersey. And I was like, let me go ahead and listen to the Three's Company thing. So I'm sitting there going, she's going on and on. I was like, you want to know what? If you want everyone to know about October 11th show, okay?
She's not coming.
No. If you want everybody to know,
Yeah.
you got it worded properly to her. Just tell her it's a secret.
Okay. Oh, shit. Hold
Tell her
on.
you don't want anyone to know.
Hold on a minute. Limo talk. Michael Friedman is here. Hello, Mike. How are you? How's
Hi,
everything?
how are you?
What's
He waited
going on?
20 minutes to be
I
introduced.
apologize. I
He was in
I
the-
get caught up. Mike, I'm going to move Charlie Myers in a bit, and I'm going to put you next to him so people can see what you look like and how handsome you are compared to Charlie.
He's sexy.
Wow. Am I going to break the screen?
I don't know.
Well, Charlie has declared himself the handsomest guy on the show, so...
I have to battle back from the Squidward nose, the look like you gained 30 pounds since last week comments. Somebody's got to fight
Yeah,
for
the
me, you know?
the Squidward nose comment was a classic.
Fine.
Listen, if you're when you see this other bald head come on, if you're wondering which one is which, the sweaty one is fucking grass.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not Al DeVecchio's nose.
No, who's Aldevecchio? Who's that? That's the guy.
I have no idea.
No, that's a guy. That's a guy from Fonzie.
Oh, Al from Al's Diner.
Yeah.
He was also on The Odd Couple. He was Murray the Cop.
Yep.
Murray the Cop.
Limo
Murray
talk.
the
Who's
Cop.
on? Who's on the air? Who's this?
You said it, Mikey.
What's up, Mad Dog? How are you?
Feeling great there, Mikey. What do you say?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. We got Charlie Myers here in the studio.
Hey, Charlie from Center, it's Garrett on the fan.
Hey, Michael Friedman's on the. Just walked in.
Hey, how's it going?
What do you say there, Mike A? Mike from Mattatuck, go ahead.
Bobby and Zarello's here.
Classic baby from Ballydale, go ahead.
Jeff
Where?
Bosey's
From where? From
Babylon. Jeff Bosey's here.
Hey, Jeffy from Jericho, go ahead, you understand, Mike Maddox.
How you doing there, sweet tits?
What's going
Doing
on?
great there, Mikey.
How's everything, Mad Dog?
I'm doing great. I'm on the last leg of the tour.
Okay.
Still this
I'm
tour.
heading back to New York, upstate. Got to go to the barn. Got to see what the hell's going on with the horses.
Listen, what's your take on the Mets firing Callaway today?
I think he's got to let him go there, Mikey. Got to let him go. Got to bring in some new blood, some young blood, something out of the box. I'm thinking you get some esports gamer, get him in there and make calls like he's playing a video game there, Mikey.
Well, who do you think should be the next manager? What do you like? What's your front runner?
I'm thinking Derek from Detroit there. I don't know. Anybody will do at this point.
Garrick?
Who do you
Derek.
like? Bobby was saying, I said Carlos Beltran. I said David Wright. And I said Joe Girardi. Who do you like? Mike, you're a Met fan, right? Who do you like? Who do you like?
Well, Girardi, the Yanks let him go because he wasn't producing, so...
No, I like Girardi as a guy who can lead this team and make them perform at the top level.
Well, who's not better than Callaway, though, really?
Dude, that guy cost us the whole season.
That and Diaz.
I was telling him, Mike, I had a plastic cup. I got a plastic cup. Is that Al? Al, are you feeding a pigeon? What are you doing? Al?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm driving. What am I telling you?
Oh, is that you, Mad Dog, with the noise?
I think the bird lady
That's
from
right
Home
there,
Alone
Mikey.
just threw all the bird
Practicing my
feed on him.
DJing.
What are you doing?
Remember that on the Home Alone? She threw all the bird feed all over the guy and he gets,
Yes.
he gets pecked to death.
I thought
What a
he was
great
trying to
scene.
call a birdie just now. What are you doing, Mad Dog?
There was a streetwalker, and he was calling. That's how he calls her over. Here.
Mad Dog, what are you doing?
Scratching records there, Mikey. Practicing
know,
my
it's
DJ.
I thought he was producing a track.
So who do
over
you
there.
like, Mad Dog? Let's go. Who do you like?
I told you get the best guy out there on the esports that's killing MLB 2019. You bring him right in the dugout, and you get him to sign every player that's known to man. You get him to trade him online. You get him to make all the calls, and guess what? You got yourself a real manager, Mikey.
And who is it?
Who is that?
What's his
Anybody.
name?
You just go online, Mikey. You find the best at EA Sports.
Oh, he
In the
wants to
game.
just go online
just
and
wants
find
us to get
somebody.
a-
A
Go
blogger.
to eBay.
Yeah, we'll go
Get
to
somebody who
eBay.
plays MLB The Show very good and get him to manage the team.
See, I think Carlos Beltran. Why do you?
Why? What is it when you think
Because
about?
Carlos,
Have you even heard
I'll
Carlos
tell you
Beltran
why.
ever talk?
Because Beltran interviewed for the Yankee job.
Oh, okay.
And Aaron Boone got it.
How about Lenny
But
Dykstra?
but now he's
There you go. Now we're talking.
But now he's a
Nailed.
special counsel to Cashman, so he knows what's going on, and all the bilingual.
That's
players,
like saying Omar Minaya should be the next Met manager. Come on.
I think that-
I have no idea whatever comes out of Carlos Beltran's mind or mouth. I have no idea what he's ever said or knows about managing, and you want him
All
to
right,
be
Mike,
the
I'm going to
manager.
be serious here. Let
Go-
me throw some names out at you. Ready?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Timmy Tuffle. Go ahead.
No.
Oh,
I don't want Timmy.
I'd
Tuffle.
rather have Wally Backman. They will never do it, but
What about David Cohn?
Well, he should be. David Cohn could be the pitching
David
coach.
Cohn said today he would take a call from the Mets if they were looking.
he did say that.
He did say that. It was on
Mikey.
Twitter. Yes,
Online.
he did.
Shopping like on Amazon for a manager.
Bruno Capolo says Dennis Murphy for Mets manager.
Dennis Murphy.
Buck Showalter. That's the
I
next
like
best
Buck
manager.
Showalter.
You like Showalter,
Yep.
Mike?
Not really, no.
Why?
Why?
Well, who
He's
do you
no
like?
Mickey Callaway.
Well, who do you like?
I really don't know.
Are you serious? And
I'm
you're a
aware.
Met fan. You don't know who
He
you
wants
like.
Jeff Torborg.
Jeff
No,
Torborg.
Hard how?
Who
Jerry
do you like?
Kuzman.
Jerry Kuzman, number 36. Get him out
I
there.
would go Girardi 100%.
Me too.
They're not going to spend that money on.
100%.
They're not going to spend the money on Girardi.
Then you go
It's
Buck
pathetic.
Showalter.
But they should.
It's either Girardi or Showalter. to
Listen,
me.
you the guy won in New York. He knows what he's doing. Even when the Yankees got rid of him, I was a little like, "Are we sure we really want to do this?" Because if you remember
Jerry
correctly,
Grote?
when Aaron Boone first came in, he wasn't so hot. Everybody was a little nervous. Everybody was thinking like, "What happened? Why did we do this? Why did we make this switch?" You know. So if I had to say, if you need a guy who could handle New York, who knows what he's doing, who knows how to manage a baseball team, is somewhat proven, I say you gotta go with this.
He was the
You gotta
manager
go
of the
with
year in
Girardi.
Florida. with the Marlins that one year, and they got rid of him. I don't know why. But then the Yankees had him for 10 years. He wins a championship. He has season after season with their winners.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mets are going to sit here trying to talk about Carlos Beltran. Freaking get out of here.
I think
This guy's available. Grab him.
They
They had their chances to get Buck Showalter a few years ago when they hired Terry Collins, which is another bonehead move. And they hired Callaway, who was supposed to be the pitching guru, who did nothing. And now, come on, we got to get a real proven manager here. They don't do that. They never make that move.
why I say you
I'd
gotta
rather
get-
have
That's
Bobby
right. Lean
Valentine.
Mazzilli there, Mikey. Lean
I'd rather have
Mazzilli.
Bobby
Yeah.
Valentine back.
David
Post.
Cohn interested in Mets call about
I'll
manager
take
job.
David Cohn then, because you know something? He's
There you
around
go.
the game every day. And he knows what he's talking about. I've listened to him. It's just, give me Carlos Beltran, please. I know nothing about what Carlos Beltran knows about anything.
Yeah, but he knows he's bilingual,
wanna-
and that's got to be
Oh,
a big
bilingual. All right.
I mean,
Come on, bilingual. That's your requirement.
half the people in
Come
Queens
on.
are bilingual. I feel you.
So then
Right,
Jose
I'm
Reyes
bilingual
can be
there,
the
Mikey.
fucking Mets manager.
Oh
All
my
right.
God! You're never gonna look who just walked
Yeah,
in. Oh
Manny,
my God.
Manny Jones.
Oh.
Mad Dog, Manny Jones just walked in. So here's what we're going to do. Hold on. Mike, pull that
Go
mic.
ahead.
Charlie, move that thing over there towards you, that mic. Take that
The
chair.
fan with Mad Dog.
Mandy, she hasn't put her earphones on yet.
Tell him to put him on there, Mikey.
Mike,
He's
you
on the
sit
phone with
in
us
that
forever.
chair over there, but where you are, Mandy, take that chair now and sit next to Charlie, because you're good looking. We want to put you on camera.
She's
So
so
everybody can
sexy.
see.
the
He's on
other
the phone,
night,
Mikey.
while we got Mike Friedman here,
Mike Freeman's going to hand you that.
we're gonna get that open for you there, buddy. We promise.
Mike, are you having a problem with that?
Yeah, Mike Friedman, come here.
The instruction booklet's on the side of the bottle.
Yeah. So the other night,
These aren't twist-offs?
I'll just give you an update. The Rangers beat the Winnipeg Jets in Game 1, 6-4.
Yeah, baby. Let's go Rangers.
Because you're talking. All right,
Let me tell you.
hand that to Charlie, and then you go sit over there, Mandy.
Let's go Devils.
Bobby, you got to read what David Cohn is saying. You're going to like this.
Mandy, you like baseball, Mandy?
He's telling
Is
you
he
what
out
to
there
believe.
blogging?
Oh God, Mandy's in one of her moods. Yeah, that's good. You
Wait.
you don't know
Here's another
nothing
one
about
needs an
sports.
instruction booklet.
Oh, this is good.
Look at Charlie struggling.
Charlie's trying to wrestle
All
that
right, move
chair.
on. All right, we want
It is a little-
Mandy. We want Mandy in the camera.
It's a little
With
tight.
the chair. We're drinking Miller Lights here.
Mandy from Mattatuck. Mad Dog Russo's on the phone.
Master Pickman there, Mikey. It's Manny from Master Pickman. Go
All
ahead,
right,
on the phone.
I apologize, Mad Dog.
So if you're just tuning in, we got a couple of very funny people in the studio with us tonight. We got Mr. Michael Friedman, who stopped in a short time ago.
Mike, Mike.
Michael, get those headphones.
No, you know
The
what?
guy's been here a half an hour, hasn't said a word yet.
Yeah, get the whack-a-mole for Michael Friedman.
Oh, here.
yeah,
There you
the
go.
loose cannon.
And me and Michael had the pleasure the other night of.
yeah.
You want to talk about? So the other night, me and Michael were going to be
Doing the naughty.
extras in a movie called The Order that was filming out in Ronkonkoma on.
That's exciting there, Mikey.
Very, very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff.
Mad Dog's not excited there, Charlie.
What's the plot?
What's the plot? He wants to
So
know.
the plot, Mike, you tell him about what was the plot. You picked up what it was about.
Miss
what was
Jones.
this movie was about? I love to hear.
Miss Jones,
About the producer, direct. No, I can't badmouth anybody. All I know is I got off the set like 5:30 in the morning. Went home, took a shower, and went into work.
Really? So did you end up staying the entire time and getting in a
Yes.
scene? You did.
Yes.
So he put you in a scene.
Yes.
So you were killed by
be a
one of
showstopper,
the.
We didn't even shoot that far.
So you have it. So the premise of this movie, not to give too much away.
Well, Mad Dog's not too happy with you taking up his time right now. He's
That's all right, Mikey. Go ahead. I want to hear the plot. Give me the synopsis.
all right,
Give me
Mad
the
Dog
treatment.
wants to hear the plot. Go ahead.
So, from what I could gather, because these things kind of get shot,
Manny,
obviously
move
they're
right,
not in
Manny.
they're not in chronological
Manny
order.
Jones, move right.
From what I could gather, there's a
Shift
group
your
of
hip.
like beauty queens that somehow get attacked, maybe sex trafficked. I think that was like one of it. And then they decide that they're going to girl power it up and they're going to fight back and they're going to kill all the bad guys, and me and Mike, we were cast as some of the bad guys that they were going to kill.
Yeah, I saw this movie. It was called that Ghostbusters remake.
Exactly. What a real hit that was.
So about 1 o'clock in the morning, I gave up. They went inside for the last, and I thought you were going to give up too, but you ended up going. in
I
and-
drove out, and then they said stay, and then they put me in right after.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I turned back around. You must have went out the back way, right?
I went out the back way.
That would have been your moment there,
that
Charlie.
would have been. That was me. Yeah, I was 1 o'clock in the morning. I had work the next day, and and not for nothing, it was time.
Mike
was
stuck it
time,
out.
but Mike stuck it out.
Greg
Right?
DiFilippo says, I think Charlie needs to go outside and smoke himself some personality. I think I like a better drunk on the air.
I know. This guy, he's like
fucking love
he's
him.
my best worst friend ever.
Bonnie Scalisi says, yeah, Mandy Jones and Michael Friedman in the house. Bruno Capolo, Bruins 2, Dallas Stars nothing, second period. Bruno Graz, now your show is going places. Shut up, Bruno, because you walked in, Mandy. Fucking everybody loves you.
Bruno.
Greg DiFilippo, I hope you bought Charlie a 12-pack of old duels.
Fuck Greg DiFilippo.
Graz, you will never see the Mets with another series in your lifetime. They suck that bad. Greg DiFilippo.
Might be true there, Mikey.
Nancy Weems says, hello, Uncle Bruno.
Might be true.
Quite possible.
So I missed the intro. Where'd you guys get these fucking pretzels? This is the biggest sauce.
Where'd you get the
pretzel
fucking pretzel?
I've never
Ray
seen anything that
Ray
big.
from Not of the World at Tri-County Pretzels.
Supposedly they're really
foot
good.
long.
Might be about 10 hours old there, Mikey.
Yeah, they are. They were here. No, they were here at 1:30, so they're about 6.5 hours.
That means everybody's been
Just
spitting
like
all over them and I
eats
fucking eat
fucking-
them?
No, they were in the back. They covered them up.
They're so big and salty.
Do you want
should
one?
try one.
Do you want one? Speaking of big and salty, would you like a pretzel?
They're not the
Mikey.
freshest, but they're still good. They're going over big. Everybody who had them likes them. So,
Al, people
They're
are
very good.
Al, people are complaining that you're sitting on a line and blocking my line. I've got like 3 people texting me. Can I get you off now? Oh,
Thank you for the weather report, Al.
You had been getting along.
Anytime for you, Gilbert.
all right, listen, call in later on tonight before 12. Gilbert's going to say goodbye to you, all right?
So can we welcome Mandy
kill it.
Jones to the
Good night,
show?
Al.
Thanks,
Welcome,
thanks.
Mandy. Welcome to Limo
Thank
Talk.
you.
We're so happy to have you.
Appreciate it. How you doing?
We know that you're featured on what was formerly known as Three's Company. I believe it was on Wednesday
Coming
nights.
up.
I tuned in a couple of
Why are you
times.
speaking of it in past tense?
I just heard
It was reported that it was now past
maybe it's
10.
not called Three's Company anymore. Maybe I saw something called Three's a Crowd. I saw something called
Yeah, Jim got a hold of it. Well, Jim's always had the master password to that.
I don't
site.
like his comments,
Right,
Jimmy,
right.
today, that he didn't like.
Well, three's not a crowd when there's 2
No.
vaginas there, Mikey.
Bonnie says tune in for a secret, and totally blew the entire secret. The secret was supposed to be that we have an announcement next week.
Yeah.
There were
No.
some changes.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, I have a secret, and then just totally said what the secret is.
Well, she didn't tell us who was going to be.
Right. So
okay.
that's the only piece of information we still have.
Oh, so
But
you've
Jim-
chosen someone and you're introducing it next week on your show.
Yes.
All right, wait. Go ahead.
Let me ask
I'm gonna
why
try it.
why
It's
is
on
he
me,
no
Mikey.
longer on the show?
I know why.
Jim does not want to be on the show anymore. He's got family obligations and stuff, and it's hard. He wanted to make the show very outrageous, and unfortunately, people can't accept that people can joke around and be adults sometimes.
I do.
When you have children and stuff, you know.
Time out.
So-
From what I heard supposedly, allegedly, came from the town or people in this town and the church.
Yeah.
They were like, you can't be talking about things like that, which is unfair to him. He
I
lives in
think
a.
so.
I know where he lives. It's a little conservative, but you know what? And I know that he does very well, making money wise, and I don't want him to get hurt that way. But if you're going to put on a show, then you got to know the direction that you're going with, that it might cause you some problems.
Yeah.
That's
Can
right.
we,
Sports
is there
talk,
an
Mikey.
example of what he did that everybody's getting up in arms about?
Well, I don't think it was anything.
Do you know Jim?
No.
Okay, so then.
Well, we did a whole episode on porn. And in the episode he says, oh, everybody loves porn, and everybody fantasizes about people that you're not married to, and talking about biological things that I think are true, and we as
So
adults
far,
should
so
be-
good. Go.
Yeah, and you can't really do that and
Mad
teach
Dog, call
Sunday
back.
school. People have.
Oh, he teaches Sunday school?
Yeah.
Oh, big problem.
Oh, wow.
Big problem.
So,
Jesus
so
loves
they
the
asked
little
us to step away from that.
children.
Thank
To
you.
step
I'm sorry.
down
Me and you are
from
just gonna go
Sunday
back and
school?
forth
You
the
see,
entire
Mandy?
night. You're gonna sit down. I'm just gonna go
Mandy,
and
the
fucking
Sunday
fuck
school-
with it.
The Sunday school thing was a very
try.
important piece of information
Yeah.
right there.
I remember
that is
the.
Well, yeah, I've fucked with him about that since day one. So, people unfortunately can't mind their goddamn business, and if you don't like it or you're not, just don't watch a show.
Yeah, that's rough.
We're
Yeah,
not
but
holding
he
you
can't.
down.
He can't. When he's doing something like that, if he says something,
Yeah, he gets himself
Right.
in trouble.
he can get himself in trouble.
Exactly.
I have
So-
to tell you, and I'm not saying this because you're here. I think that you and Bonnie do a very good job.
Thank you.
I think you
Thank
do a
you.
very good job. I know you're
Thank
trying
you.
to keep a pace. I like how Bonnie gets on here and says hello to everybody
Yes.
the way Eric Shevlin and Tony Walker
Yep,
do,
yep.
and Sally do in the morning. I
Yep.
like that. In
Sally
fact-
do.
Yep, we've
Yeah.
always said we've tried to make the
Sally-
show
Sally don't, right?
interactive, and
Yeah.
like Bruno and Taz, the girl who drew the picture.
Yeah, I
that
like him.
have as
I like
my profile
Taz.
pic. You know, these guys jump on every week with us,
Which
and
is- makes your-
you know, they repost my stuff and
Yeah.
share and like, and it's fucking awesome, you know. And like, they're in other states, and I still feel like I'm seeing them and catching up with these people.
Yesterday when I was driving, you had 3 different states on yesterday.
I know. We were like, we got Jersey. You know,
Yes.
Kathy Arnold was on. Her cousin was down in Florida.
Don't
watching.
stop.
It's just
Keep doing-
awesome.
keep doing what you
yeah,
do.
no, and
All
you
right.
know what? I think you'll really like the new person we're
All right,
bringing on. as
could
well.
we
So you
could we
said
get 4?
person.
All right, could we get 4 guesses, or could we, if I get it, will you put that person aside, and could we make like
Yeah,
some
we
guesses?
could play like a
Who's
yeah,
gonna
like
be
a
the
yes-
next host?
Do we
You
know
want-
the person who's taking
Let's
this?
let's do yes or no questions.
All right, go ahead. Bobby just asked you a question.
Do we know the person who's taking the place of Jim on the show?
Yes, if you are a Three's Company fan, yes.
Okay.
Is it a
Has that
Oh,
person
sir.
been on your show before?
Yes.
That's what she basically
Male
said.
or female?
Male or
That's
female?
That's not a yes or
has to
no
be-
question.
Oh,
Is
wait a
it-
minute, hold
is
on,
it-
wait.
is it not a man?
That's confusing.
How about is it a man?
No,
Well,
it's
if,
not.
yeah, it was
Is it
Emily
not?
Santos.
Is it
If
Kathy?
If it was Emily Santosis, it would be
No.
confusing.
Fair enough. That's good. Is it not a man?
It's not a man.
Let me give you next week's
yes,
not a
yes,
man.
No, yes, it is a man.
It is a
Yeah.
man. Okay.
Is the person vulgar?
I think I already know who it is based on how confused you were by the is it
All
a
right,
man
I got it.
question.
I got it too.
She just totally was just like, I don't know
Oh,
how
no,
to
that's
answer
gonna-
this.
No,
All right,
no,
time
no,
out.
no, it was the
Is it
double
comedian?
negative.
Is it comedian?
Yes.
Okay, it's a comedian. Is it a?
I think you're past 4 questions. You could do a couple more.
Oh, there was a limit.
You
there's
said
a
can-
limit.
You
I
started
didn't know there
with
was a
can we
limit.
ask
No, I
four
said I
questions?
was going to give you 4 people.
4
like I
questions
thought.
each.
You're
I
trying
thought
to
I.
narrow it down. You can keep going.
One
You
of
can
my
keep
one of my was Jay Christopher, Fat
no,
J, Fat
no,
Jay.
No,
All
but
right,
he
so
would be a great
Fat
option.
Jay's out.
I love Jay.
All
yeah,
right.
but no.
I'll guess Emily Santosis.
That's
No.
Okay. I'm gonna get. Ooh, go on.
All right, you
Bobby.
made your guess, Bobby.
Bobby, who you got your money on?
By the way, Bonnie was looking forward to being on the show with you tonight. Not too much with me, she said. Fucking,
I said you're cool too.
Yeah, I'm cool too. Thanks.
He can be cool sometimes.
He's all right.
You know what? I'm totally lost. This is somebody who's been on your show, and I don't know who
Yeah,
this
that was
could
your
poss-
first question.
Right.
Who's been? Guess. What's that?
Is
chick's
it,
name?
Angela?
Funny,
No,
that
she-
funny girl comedian.
No, she said it's a man.
It's a man.
It's a man.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's a man, baby.
It's a man, baby. Yeah.
Which funny girl comedian were you gonna say?
I was gonna say.
Is it
that,
Bobby?
That girl, the dark-haired one. her
You
name
know,
is
the one with the
Arnold.
boobs and the vagina.
Kathy Arnold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had her on last night as a guest host.
She's funny.
great. Yeah, she's
I
great.
thought she would have been good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he
yeah.
been on your show recently?
Yes.
My show's not very old.
Has he been on the
Has he
show? Has he
celebrated-
been on the
Last
show
week.
in the last 6 weeks?
No.
Has he
I think it's
celebrated
been.
his
I
30th
think honestly,
birthday?
I might be lying about that though.
When was the last time you think he was on?
Couple months.
Okay, I'm going to check all your
Has
past
he
shows.
celebrated?
I'm going to go back. I'm going back on all your past
I have
shows.
on my show. I
Has
have
he
on my
celebrated
page,
his 30th
TV
birthday? That's
guide.
my question. Has he celebrated his 30th birthday?
I mean, he's been here for 30 years at least. I don't know if he celebrated, but yeah.
Greg DiFilippo
Okay, so
would
he's
like to
over
know.
30, so
What
that
would Greg?
knocks
Wait,
out
hold
a lot
on.
of people.
We have a question from Tampa, Florida.
Let's
Go ahead,
hear it.
Jeff.
Greg DiFilippo would like to know, could it be the infamous DB?
Oh, he's never been on my show.
He's
so-
not allowed in here anymore.
I like how you call him the infamous
the building.
DB.
What'd you say? What was that?
I said he's not allowed in the building.
Oh, hello. Oh, hold on a minute. I know who this voice is. Is this you, Michael?
Just play the stupid fucking track.
Oh.
Hello, Michael Nicolia. How are you?
Just play the stupid fucking.
All right, I gotta stop everything just to let everybody laugh. Last night, I happened to be having a long conversation with Michael Nicolia for about 45 minutes.
Okay.
He was not a happy man about the comedy scene. He was very miserable last night. Weren't you, Michael?
Careful.
You didn't seem happy, Michael. Why?
No, it's more being frustrated with myself than other people.
Why is that, Michael?
Because comedy's hard, Graz.
But you do good at it, Michael. Look at all the shows that you're promoting.
I know. It's just you're never satisfied.
Mike Nicoli will be promoting our show, Limo Talk Live, Friday the 11th. Great comedians, including Michael Nicoli, is going to be there. Myself.
October
we have Tom
11th.
DeSillis. We have Stephen Rocco Perillo. We have Tea Time with Teresa. Teresa will be there.
Hold on. Ken Pichelle says, is it Tony Walker? He's on all the Govs shows.
No,
Ken, it's not.
No.
Is it a businessman?
Is it anybody named Walker?
Is it anybody who had their show a show here previously?
Mike Nicolia, would you care to guess who the new host of Three's Company podcast on Wednesday nights with Mandy Jones and Bonnie Scalise is going to be?
Wednesday and having Alzheimer.
Okay, Wednesdays. Wednesday nights. Do you want to guess who the new host will be? Mike, you have one guess.
Okay.
Who is it going to be?
Hold on.
I need Can I ask
it's a male.
2 questions before I guess who it is?
You
I know
can
it's
ask
a male.
2 yes or no questions.
Go ahead. Well, Bonnie, Bonnie, I'm sorry. Mandy, whatever your name is, would you take a question from Mike Nicolia?
Yeah, sure. What do you got?
Go ahead, Mike.
Do they do comedy in the city as well as Long Island?
I think so. Yeah. I think mainly
Okay.
Long Island.
Greg
but-
DiFilippo wants to know if you're sneaking Dan Romano in with a mask.
Oh yeah, you caught me. You caught me. We're taking a total different direction.
They're over 30. They're a comedian. They're a male.
I think
and
it's
they've
Billy
been on the
Guyer.
show several times. Billy
Well,
Guyer.
I never said several times, and Billy's never been on the show.
I
thought he had it.
Now that would be a fucking good.
That was
I
good.
know, I
Good
love
guess.
Billy, but no,
It's not Billy Guyer?
it's not Billy Guy.
Wow.
Damn it.
I haven't had him on yet.
I'm totally tuning in on Wednesday.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
got.
There you
Hey,
go,
listen,
there
you
you
did
go.
the right thing.
The
You got
suspense
everybody.
is
You got
building.
everybody suspended.
Talking.
Yeah, you got everybody talking.
Is it one of the Smothers brothers?
I actually ran into somebody right in here, and I actually told them because it's someone that I know I don't see often. So somebody. in
Guys,
this
it's
building
obviously the
knows.
return
There's
of
somebody
Eddie
in the
Murphy.
building that knows the
Yeah,
answer
so
to this.
if you guys want to play a game
Wow.
Somebody in here knows the
of
answer.
Clue, you don't know, but somebody that I mingled with.
I'll run up there and grab the mic and ask the crowd.
Is going to be your host? Is here?
No, they're not here.
Oh.
Is it Gilbert Godfrey?
No, it's not. I'm
No,
not
they just
doing
have
it.
the information.
You won't have Gilbert on. Gilbert Gottfried said he'd come on. Gilbert Gottfried.
When?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
Right
did.
now, I'll be on.
Gilbert Gottfried's coming on next.
Let's-
Next week, Artie Lang's going to be in the building. He's coming on Limo Talk. We're like Barkers outside lying about all the
I
guests
hope
we're
we
going to
know.
have. Chris Rock's going to be
Hey,
on the show
Chris
next
Rock.
week if you'd like.
Go ahead,
Dave
Mike. Tell me
Chappelle
how many
after.
tickets we sold. 8.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, I emailed them to get back to me, but are we doing a live podcast from the stage, guys? Because we should be promoting that.
We are.
Bobby keeps asking me that question, so I guess you should answer that with everybody on the phone. We might as well just do our
Well,
whole.
you need to speak with club management and figure out how you're going to do that.
It's not going to happen.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, trust me.
Why? Then it's not a live podcast. We've been lying to the public.
Who
We're gonna get
cares?
sued.
It's a comedy show. Who cares? You coming?
We're
down
gonna get
Friday?
sued, bro.
Is it he?
We're going to get sued.
I'm gonna try. I gotta
What are you
give
doing
a-
Friday night?
I got nothing.
She's
got to
wash her hair.
I know.
All the times I bring you on my show, you're not going to fucking come support Limo Talk?
Oh, boy.
We've all
Here we
heard
go.
that tone
Here
is
we go.
men, you
Maybe.
know? So what are you doing
Maybe.
Friday? She's like,
Oh yeah.
I'm not looking at you to spend any money.
No.
You know what I mean? I get it. It's hard. But you and your husband, you can't canoodle in the back for me and come
Canoodle.
and come hang out.
Canoodle.
you know,
I
we're
have
giving
to
away
try.
2 free tickets to the first person who tells who their new host on the show is going to be on Wednesday.
Nice.
2 free.
It's hot in
She's
here, right?
like,
Fred?
I don't care.
It's hot. Well, behind you. Turn the air conditioning, Mike. Mike Friedman, now the new air conditioning guy
Yeah,
here
nice.
at.
Grass who sweats
I'm
when
sure
it's
it's hot in there.
65 degrees.
That thing
It's
above
hot.
that's the air conditioning filter right
I
there.
bet
You
it's
better
a
clean that up.
66.
I'm sure it's hot as hell in that
Clean the
studio.
filter.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely is.
The filter.
Smells like
The
grass
filter.
and
filter.
armpits in there.
All right. Ins, take
I
over
heard
for a
you.
minute. I gotta
What
do
are we
something.
doing?
Go ahead. I got to do something. Go.
I got to do something.
He's got to do
How
something.
about we got Mike Friedman here?
Got to make a picture.
Right? What's going on with Mike?
Mike, come on down.
Come on down, Mike. There we go.
getting that braided up fucking.
We got Mike Friedman.
Pretzel there.
One of
It
the
says on the
extras
box,
on the
braided
new
fucking pretzel.
movie coming out, The Order. He's playing bad guy number 3, Mr. Michael Friedman.
So you're in a movie.
Nice.
You got the stick. You stuck around till 5 o'clock in the morning when you had to be at work at what, 6?
So how long was the
7,
scene?
and he got an extra. He's an extra on the movie.
Tell me about the scene. Like, how'd it go down? What did they have you do?
Oh, they had me sit there.
Oh, so you just sat at the table?
Background, yeah.
Oh, okay. So they had you go and sit in, so you're one of the bad guys. And then I guess they said next Tuesday they're going to be filming the finale of the movie, which I guess
the finale of Mike Friedman's career in the movies.
well, Mike was in the
He's getting
street.
killed off.
Michael
in his
Friedman
first
was
show.
also. You were in the streets too. You were telling me the other night, right? He was an extra. Oh, you had a line. Can you do your line for us from
These
the streets?
pretzels
too?
are making me
Who
thirsty.
remembers it? One line.
What was he? Do you remember your line from the streets
No, it
too?
was about a year ago.
So you don't remember your one line
No.
from your only movie? Oh, okay. Oh, that was anticlimactic. I
Yeah,
thought you told me
that
the other
went-
night. I thought it was
that
like,
went nowhere.
hey, fuck off or something, wasn't it?
Get the out of here.
Oh, that's
you
what it
actually,
not the line.
you actually bleeped out the fuck part. We're on.
Yeah.
We're on.
Oh, we're on.
This
We're
is
on.
adult radio. We don't get thrown. We're not doing Sunday school. You can fucking say whatever you want.
That's what Jim thought.
No, he can. He couldn't though. He couldn't.
Listen, we all
Well,
know
he couldn't
it's-
for other reasons, I guess, because his listeners.
as far as the
apparently,
whole-
I didn't know that he was.
The clergy
in a
was
church.
listening.
As far as the whole Jim thing goes, I like Jim. I consider Jim a friend. I always like Jim. I understand that, you're doing a podcast. Maybe, you're embellishing a little bit on reality. Maybe you're playing kind of like a character or whatever. And it's hard for some of the people around you to differentiate the real you to the person you may be portraying yourself as on the radio or on the podcast or whatever. So I could see he's not he really is genuinely a good guy who wants to teach kids Christ or whatever else.
He wants to teach
It's
them the
sad
Christ
that because he,
And that Jim comes in a different radio station.
Right, but it's like the duality of man. You could be a really good person and be a little inappropriate on the end. I'm not just saying that because that's obviously me, but it goes for all the personalities on here. Don't take everything you see on the radio. Don't take everybody. Don't for
It's an
face
act.
value.
It's an act.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you read a transcript,
Boy, you
of
should
what
hear what I
say,
talk
I'm
about
like
my wife.
So uninformed and racist and like
So,
completely,
have
and it's all
you-
sarcastic.
Why are you wearing a
and,
sweatshirt?
Have
if
you
so-
ever run into issues with your husband not liking what you said on the show? Think it was inappropriate? Maybe being upset about it? Like, have you ever ran into that?
Well, he doesn't really watch the show.
He hasn't tuned
so
in
he hasn't
once.
really heard. too
So
much
if
of
he
it.
watched
but
the
he's,
show.
he's pretty open to what I talk about. I try to be respectful of like anything that I basically. I'm like that. I don't really turn this off.
So he
Pretty
didn't
much
listen
like
to
a
the
nut case,
pornography
like,
show
at
you
all-
did.
At all times, like what's that?
He didn't listen to the porn show you did.
No.
That's so bad. I kept having that guy. Did you?
They
I
ripped it down.
Well, I commented that day you guys had those 2 porn stars. Jim was over here and the dude was over here. And he was a little. And I kept saying, "Can you get the guy to move in a little more? We're trying to get him in frame, I just saw him getting closer and closer to Jim, and Jim's just got like the dull eyes, He's all like. It was pretty good. That was a good show. That was one of my favorite ones you guys did. Was with those two.
We
It's
have
the
a
only
couple.
one he tuned into.
I know. Well, we're gonna try to do a couple more things. Not exactly porn, but just other things that aren't comedians. Like me and Bonnie have 2 friends that are nurses that we're gonna get on because they're just funny characters.
Nurses that do
and they've
porn.
got different stories than
Teenage enema nurses in
doing
bondage.
bringer shows and what you end up talking comedy with.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think the blonde hair is getting everybody all excited when they see you on the.
No, I think it's exciting. You look at you. Look at the look
I
on
know,
him. He puts his
everybody.
glasses
Who
down
you
the
been
edge of the
talking
nose.
to?
I'm talking to you there, sweet
He's
cheeks.
Like, how you doing?
She's my new. I tell you something. I've grown.
He's like, I gotta go. He's like, let me get out from this desk.
Go ahead, right. I'm leaning back.
He's like, I gotta go do something. Then when he comes back, he
Take
pulls
care
up a
of
chair
myself.
right next to her. He's like, I'm back.
Did it get any creepier than it just did right now? He's like, I think other people
my
get really
God.
turned on by the blonde hair. I think a lot of people are, especially myself over here.
You know, when
really
I'm the best
feeling
person they could put you next to, there's a problem.
I know,
You should have been. That should have been
seriously.
the
You were
first
like the
right
barrier.
I know. They're like,
Time out. Time out. Am I not? I have been a big fan of yours lately. I just think that you
But you just got real creepy.
I didn't get creepy with her. I know her deal. I can tell you a couple
Your
of
glasses down
He
here
was-
going, hey, baby.
Graz was wearing dungarees when he left the studio. He comes back 5 minutes later
In shorts.
in strip club Adidas shorts with no underwear.
Can I have a Miller highlight, please?
That's the only high life you're going to be living with those shorts on.
Hey, give me a Miller low life.
Can I get the
Hey,
Miller
it's a third
Adidas
less
shorts,
calories.
please? So that's good. Your husband doesn't. He doesn't
he
tune in.
gives
Which
zero.
Her
is good.
husband lets her husband lets her do
Sit in the same room with you.
extracurriculars every once in a blue moon, which I find to be.
What are you talking about?
What he's president
Are you
accounted
talking
for.
about a marijuana joint?
No.
I know. Obviously.
No, are you allowed to have another? If you may I?
Can you like beat around the bush? You sounded like a nervous third grader. He was like, "Can you? Hey, I was wondering if you can maybe
Best Ralph Cramden impression.
Time out. Am I allowed to say this on the air? Yes or no?
Go for it.
You were allowed to every once in a while have a mate if you wanted to of the female companionship.
Well, there's been a couple times that my husband and I have hung out with another girl together at the same time. Never.
Wait, let me share
never
this. Hold it.
separate.
Hold on.
Hold on, wait. Let's move.
Wait.
Can we move the camera away for a second? Michael Friedman is looking at me going, well, you are really one fucking creepy looking host. Mike's like, wow, I don't know if I want to be in here right now.
So go ahead with that.
But nothing. Nothing currently or anything. But
Well, because you're a good looking woman and he's a good looking man. Forget about it. You don't need anybody else. You're
gonna
it's
you're gonna
pep
get
talk
biblical
time.
on me?
Yeah.
So let me ask
Why
you something.
can't you just reproduce and live your life like every? No.
you don't want kids, right? No kids?
No.
Wow.
And
I think
didn't
you'd
get-
make a good mother.
What?
I think you'd make a good
Oh, I'd
mother.
be a great mom. I know I would, but I just don't want to have kids. I'll be an aunt. And
We would love to see the video of the breastfeeding.
Were you jealous at all?
Mike,
like
put headphones on.
before, after, or
During.
Like, did you ever be like, "Bitch, get your hands off of him"?
Wow,
Did
these
you, like,
headphones are sweaty.
No, but that's part of what attracted us to that because like you get jealous at points. You both do because when you're like
You
courting.
think he got jealous?
Oh, I know
of
he
you
did.
with the
yeah,
girl?
because me and him always would like debrief and talk afterwards because you
Debrief
have
is like
to,
taking your undies off?
Yeah, Grass debriefed in the fucking governor's bathroom 5 minutes ago. to come do the
Greg
interview.
DiFilippo said Graz just became a creepy old man. Greg says, Charlie, stop turning red with your girlfriends watching.
But you go and you put that energy into each other.
Right.
And that's
I like to
what
put
it's
some
all
never mind.
about,
Fucking
you know?
Greg.
Put some energy into each other.
I mean,
Oh boy.
Just
Oh
call-
boy.
This was something that went
Now
on.
I feel like the third grader.
Did you do this one time, or is this something that happened on several occasions with?
Several occasions. Yeah.
And then
turned into
Now let me
B-Mellow.
ask you something. When do you when you have to cut her off? Like, did you have to fire her? Like she was a bad. Like, did you come to like she was looking to come one night and you were like, listen, we kind of got to talk.
He doesn't like your smell.
Me and my husband have been discussing it, and the 10 times was great, but
Well, I mean,
We're gonna go in a different
there was-
direction.
how did you lay her off, or did you just call immigration? She just
my
chucked
God.
her ass over the wall.
Let her answer the
Over the
question.
wall.
No, just the one girl that we had hung out with a couple of times, we owed it to her to actually have a conversation, and she
was a blow pair.
she blew up and went nuts. And
Are you kidding me? He's been putting it in my ass for 3 weeks.
I can't, you know
She
what I mean?
blew
I'm
up?
not gonna even go back.
She got mad?
Because you get your feelings hurt when somebody doesn't really want to hang out anymore, and I knew that's what it was, like at
That's
the root of
weird.
it. But
She must have thought maybe you guys were gonna
yeah,
morph into this three-way couple.
Well, yeah, and from day one, I always said, and I'd always said, me and my husband have been together for a decade. We're a team, and you'll never compete with that. Even
On
if
the
you
next
hang out,
episode
when
of
you get
Sister
to know each
Wives.
other, you're never gonna catch up with a decade of a relationship.
That was a real Three's Company, huh?
Yeah.
But she had hope. She had hope.
But yeah, so I think she, and she was just unrealistic and always said no. But I want to still hang out, and I think I could be cool. We could all be cool together. And
you had to fire her.
Well, unfortunately,
You guys
yeah.
laid her
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Laid
a
her
minute.
off.
Mike,
Good
hold
choice.
on. Hold on.
You
Mike,
guys laid her off.
Mike Friedman, have you ever had a threesome? With Bonnie?
Yeah, no.
Mandy.
Mandy? I keep calling her Bonnie. Why am I calling you Bonnie all night?
Graz, one more donut and you're having a threesome all by yourself.
One more donut. One more donut. You're gonna look like me in a Yankee jersey last week.
No, Graz, really, you look okay.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right.
You look like you slimmed down a little bit.
What is your take on that?
Yeah.
Would you,
Would I?
Yeah.
With another guy or two girls?
Two girls.
Definitely.
I like the fact that he asked
I might
first
have to take
with a
extra Viagra.
Gotta clarify that.
An extra?
Are you married now?
I guess so.
Okay.
The question's going to get harder
You
as
have
they go
two
along.
kids, right? You have two daughters?
Yeah, two daughters.
I saw that. I saw that on Facebook.
He's been stalking your
Oh,
Facebook
here we
page.
go.
Two daughters and a fucking baby for a
Check,
wife.
please.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm allowed to curse?
No, that's
Yeah,
not about
it's
that.
not
Had
the
nothing to do
How
with
old
that.
is you? Are your wife younger than you?
He said a fucking baby for a wife.
How old is your baby?
Welcome to Limo Talk,
2.5
where we get in trouble
years.
with our significant others.
2.5 years. You married?
Nah,
Oh,
I'm
you have
married too fucking long.
How many? You got a 2.5-year-old kid?
No, my wife's like a 2.5-year-old.
Oh,
Really?
If she don't get a fucking way.
Oh well, that's.
Really? This is
Women are never
ruined
like
one
that.
relationship last week. We don't want to.
No, we didn't.
You
We're
can
going
ru- I
stronger
only
than
can
ever,
wish.
baby.
I walk around
You
with a
know
pen
it.
waiting for this bitch to sign the fucking papers.
No.
He does. He was telling me the other day she doesn't want
Seriously?
to give him a divorce.
You
and
don't.
he's ready.
You're looking for a divorce. Hey, wow! There's a bunch of people in this room. It seems like we're going to the same pattern.
Roz is the only happily married man in the room.
No, Rich is too.
No, he gets cut off every 3 months.
You never seen my act, did you?
No.
Well.
Why? Is that what you talk about? No, I listen,
And
Mike.
it's all fucking true. That's the sad part.
Why?
She's
What do
a
you? It's all about
selfish
your
bitch,
wife
one
and
person.
everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how long? Isn't there one? Isn't
I like Mary and Bosco.
Isn't there one? Isn't there?
It just tastes great. Then it's
It's most gum.
Mario Bosco. I like
Isn't
Mario
there,
Bosco.
Isn't there an attorney that can get you a divorce without having her sign? Like what? Obviously, when you
I heard I heard recently if I go to if it's uncontested and I go to Dominican Republic, but I probably won't get back.
Right. Well, if it was,
Oh,
if
just
it
don't
was,
eat that. Just don't
if
eat
it was
that.
uncontested, she'd be signing the paper.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Well,
Well, there's a lot of people don't come back from the Dominican Republic.
There's a lot
Right.
of layers to
He
that.
just wants to take it
how
down.
long is this going on? May I ask?
About let's see, three times I tried to divorce. The last
Killer.
time was about.
Are you in the same? Are you in the same house?
You know how much pussy Friedman
you
is
wanna call
slaying?
Would you please watch yourself? How much pussy you slaying?
Not enough.
All right, but no, seriously, is she still in the house with you?
Yeah.
Why? There's a lot of similarities in this house. In this.
All I
in
need
this-
to do. Anybody have a snake? She hates.
I'll tell you.
snakes.
I'll tell you what it is. I think it's.
That's why she hates my
I
penis.
think that.
Ooh, what's a trouser snake?
It's too expensive to like move away from the person you hate. So when you're in New York and you get married, you're just married now. Because even if you want to move out, you can't afford an
Dude,
apartment.
I'm still
so you're
I'm
stuck.
still paying my
I'm
ex-wife.
still
But
trying
how
to
many
find out
people-
who the girl.
Curtains up, like,
I
this is
want
my
the girl
fucking-
Mandy threw out of the threesome. That's my next.
Yeah.
That's it.
That'll work.
Bobby, I'll
next.
get your contact.
What did she look like? Was she hot?
Oh, I don't need to get into that.
Bobby.
She was a great looking girl.
So
but
how?
Are you still? Do you still? Are your paths still cross?
No, they have not.
How
have
many
not.
different? How many different
Frozen food
employees?
line.
No, get away from Mandy. I don't need to know about her partners,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I don't
we're
want to
good.
do that.
Okay,
I
Adidas.
didn't-
Okay, Adidas shorts. We know. We know. He's
I
heading
don't
to
wanna-
Spearmint
I don't-
Rhino right
We're
after.
good.
Sir, I don't
Yeah,
want
we're
to know.
good. I
anything.
don't need to know how many partners. It's all good. I like Mandy, and I don't want her to be telling all that stuff. It's not why I brought her on the show.
Grouse
For
over
you, because you're a degenerate fuck, you want to know everything.
Graz over there was Joe the
The
plumber
views of
glasses
Limo
on.
Talk.
Hey, Mike, I broke my glasses, my black ones. These were the only ones I had left. I look like a fucking old man.
He's
What
got
do you
it.
want? Well, I can't see.
You like.
What are you looking, Friedman? What are you doing? Who's that?
I'm willing to let you stay in this house.
Oh, this is great.
She finishes school.
I'm not gonna
We should
deal
just
with
come to
that
some
because
kind of
I
mutual
don't
agreement.
understand that. I'm not.
Embarrassment. You're not embarrassed over this house that you cleaned, that you were such a good housewife and mother and
I'm not
everything.
sitting
You're not.
in this community, so if you're going through it,
What are you doing? That
was
was
so
good.
good.
That was the best part of
It's
our
just
show.
getting
What a
good.
show. What are you doing?
It's just getting good.
It was
I
good.
didn't, so you're married to a 67-year-old Jewish woman. That's what I got from it. You're not leaving this house to go on that podcast with that degenerate fat bastard Charlie.
So how long has this been going on?
Oh, snap.
14 years, maybe.
Wow.
Dude, is that why you get out and just go out and hang out with these guys all the
Well, I
time?
do whatever I want. It's like I'm married legally, but I guess I'm not married. I don't know.
Now, I have a question. I don't ask other people because I don't want to put them. But when you walk in the house, if she's sitting on the couch, do you say hey? And do you walk past her, or do you just walk past her and like she
Sitting
doesn't
on
exist?
Wait, now I have to break out the pictures. You want to see her sitting on the couch?
No, you know what I mean. Like
what you do
like when
she's
you
sitting
walk
on the
in the
couch.
house, if
Right,
she's
what do you
sitting in the
do?
kitchen, is she cooking you brisket, or is she cooking you something?
I don't think she's
Yeah.
cooking a brisket.
Yeah,
He
right.
wants to know.
She's not cooking anything for you.
No.
So
Are you
she's
guys
making a dinner
cordial
for
to one another or
Yeah,
not?
are you cordial?
Do you say hello?
Did you
Do
hear
you
that
say
just
goodbye?
now?
I gotta eat out here. Yeah, I'll show you a quick.
They have
GFI
hallway
of,
sex. They walk by and say,
Oh,
fuck
Bonnie
you to each
Scalisi
other.
says my ex is still in her house. Oh my God, she does this. Wait a minute, Bobby, watch.
Let me see the show.
Bobby, look at her. She's like sleeping on the floor. Yes, one when she's on the floor.
That's
face
hot.
first.
What the fuck do you do?
You got to take her out for a walk.
Yeah, seriously, that was more incriminating for you. Mike.
Listen, not for nothing. The people I've seen that take
I
pictures
should
of
just drag her out when she's sleeping.
their significant
Well,
others,
I-
when you take pictures of significant others, you either really love her or you're picturing how she would look when she's dead.
Oh my
It's
God,
one or the
I think
other.
it was the thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't wish death on any. I don't even wish death on her, but
You just
I just wish she was out of my life.
Greg DiFilippo said Charlie looks like he's self-satisfying himself in the brain and he's ready to cream in his pants.
Ew.
Ken Pichelle says when 3 is no longer company. Greg DiFilippo said next week's show on Divorce Talk. And Bonnie Scalisi said, Mandy, you look like you're ready to run out of the studio. And Bonnie Scalisi said, my ex is still in my house. And Bonnie Scalisi said, Michael, your stand-up should be just playing that tape.
It was great.
Yeah, that is actually a pretty solid.
So
set
Bonnie's
there.
in the same boat too now. So we got me, we got Mike, and we got Bonnie.
Yeah, and the same thing.
We're gonna
Bonnie's
have
got.
a
Bonnie's
gonna
on
have
the other
sort
side, though.
But
Bonnie's
he's got the same.
We're gonna
Hey,
have
3
group sessions.
divorces are
never
a crowd.
He never talked. I've been with him. We've been together 10 years. He never talked about it. In the last 6 months, that's all he talks about.
Yeah.
And I don't want it because he's still got her in the house, and I don't want him to. I don't want him to come home
It's
one
in
night
the house.
and
Open
she's
the
throwing
window.
fucking knives at him. You know what I mean?
Please!
I heard what you said on fucking limo talk, you bastard.
How many pictures of her sleeping do you have? Is the real question.
Zero. I
No.
never want to see one. You know what though, too? That's another thing. It's like my living room has become like this dormitory now. She like sleeps on the couch all the time. She
Oh,
got
yours does too?
So
What?
she's got all her treats there and stuff like that.
treats. You know, like
I set up a tent in my backyard.
Are you
for
are
mine.
you ready for life, like the single life though? Like, because like most single guys, they do this activity. It's called
Masturbation.
paying to realize you hate somebody, also known as dating. Yeah. So are you ready to be going spending a lot of money to realize that you absolutely can't stand the person sitting across the table from you as much as you
We
can?
don't even sit at the same table.
Well, when you did.
Ken Bichelle says there's a lot of distance between cordial and cooking you a brisket. Good job, Ken. See, we're better than knock 'em dead, huh? Just
Well,
kidding.
some of us are happy. You're happy. You're keeping him happy with which
You're
is
not
great,
married
which is
yet, Charlie,
wonderful.
are you?
I'll be married
she's
soon. You
got
guys
the-
will all be at the wedding.
Well, listen, he
He's
had.
got the
gonna get married.
I'll play the organ.
Wait a minute. He played. Wait.
At your
Let's
funeral.
call a spade a spade. He walked in last week, and he had a couple of drinks in him, and he wanted to know if he should get married or not. Intoxicated. He's saying, "Well, what do you think I should do?"
Right.
I've
Is
been with
it, is it
a
lust
30
or is it love?
Can we
I
record
love
that grass
you.
is sticking up for me because
I
I
love
need this
you.
for
Well,
Well,
later
because
tonight.
I know he
Well,
loves her. He loves her very much.
This is
I
true.
love-
He's not
I
making
love
anything
you.
up.
He's
It's very
awesome.
true.
I think he's very good asset to limo talk when he's straight. When
Or
he walks in
I
here,
thought last week he was a pretty good athlete.
everybody likes the fact that he was drunk. I don't want somebody walking in here.
I
drunk.
love you.
don't
I love you,
want it. I
Graz.
want him fucking at the top of his fresh. I want him at the top of his game.
I love you, Graz.
Agreed. But I
Graz,
think
can I hold
Is
your
the phone
penis?
ringing, Bobby?
What?
Is the phone ringing?
on
I have no
occasion,
fucking idea.
we all get a little loose, and the next morning we wake up and we go, "Oh God, I hope that's not on tape." And then you're like, "Oh shit, I did a podcast last night. Great."
Do you know what she did when I walked over to the car, right?
I don't want to know. So, Mandy, tell us more about.
I don't want to talk to you! Right through the window. Right?
No, you. I think you walked her over and she just like looked at you and turned her head and went.
She probably thought he was like
she
a cop
wanted
or
to
something.
listen, dude. I was just worried about
I
you
saw her
getting home,
spin the
and I'm
chair
not
guy.
bringing it up, and I'm sorry.
I would never
but it's
drive
not
drunk,
happening again.
honestly.
You are not
Never.
allowed on this show drunk. You can
No
drink.
doubt.
We can have a drink.
I don't want to. I
We
don't
can
listen.
have two.
I'm not. I'm not.
He was
Honestly,
in for it. I knew it.
I
He was
am
dead.
not.
You walked in with a case of fucking Coronas in a
Yeah,
bag.
for everyone.
I'm
for
saying when she-
everyone.
I'm
for
saying
everyone.
when
Not
she
for me.
got here, I knew he was fucking dead. He was
Listen,
dead.
it's not something that happens all. Everyone from time to time gets a little half in the bag. It happens to the best of us. Every single one of us has been a little.
But not
lit
on a
this show.
podcast that you want to do, which you're trying to entertain a lot of people.
Why are you
yeah,
giving him
I
this
was
fucking Sunday school shit over here?
I
This
know.
fucking guy
Look what
drank.
happened to the last guy who's teaching Sunday school. He got kicked off
Yeah,
the
you're
fucking
right.
Three's
You're right. You're
Company.
right. You know what? Come in drunk next week.
Yeah, I know. He's like, it
come into
happens.
the show on
Listen,
the 11th. Just
on
come in.
a-
Just come in and
Well,
go.
all of a
How you
sudden-
doing, everybody? Go fuck yourself.
All of a sudden, we got morals over here. Get the fuck out of here.
Bobby. On occasion, we all get a
We
little
don't
half
need no
in the bag.
stinking morals. We don't need no stinking
This
morals.
this was not a night that I want to trick. I want to go home tonight. I'm going to watch the football game on tape. I'll fast forward, play with the 30-second thing. You do that?
No.
With Verizon? No. It's the best thing
No.
going. And I'll sleep tomorrow's and beautiful Friday. Got a great weekend coming up. There's a lot of fall festivals and stuff going
Greg
on.
D.
so-
Filippo said, Charlie, don't listen to Graz. That was great radio. I love Drunken Squidward.
I know.
Holy shit.
Does anybody else
you got
get,
Yankee playoffs tomorrow. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
And I have to listen to it on the radio, by the way, because I'm working.
Really?
Times are tough.
I know,
We're in a
you
recession.
know,
I got to make money.
I gotta, you know.
It is high. It
poor
is
thing.
full.
You get entertained at
It is
work.
God.
No, unfortunately, I
you
gotta
want to be
listen
on
to
the
Yankee
show every
haters
week? You
like,
got to
know,
fucking work every once
Joe
in a while.
McGarver and Joe Buck. You know, the Yankee haters will do the broadcast.
Joe Buck.
Yeah, Joe Buck's
Joe
one
Buck
of the
doesn't
worst.
hate the Yankees.
No, what's Tim
Are they
McGarver,
losing to
sorry.
the
The Cubs
Twins?
long gone.
Gross. What
What's
do you
going
stay
on?
But
I'm
he
not
hates
even
the
watching
Yankees.
He did.
What, baby?
How
But he
late
worked
are you
for them.
staying?
What time do you want to stay till?
Well, I didn't know.
What time do you want to
I
stay
gotta
till?
go in 4 minutes.
You got to leave in 4 minutes? Are you fucking serious?
No, I'm kidding around.
You got a
did it
girl
last
around
time,
the
too.
corner?
I was gonna. I was planning on staying like an hour. But
Well, you can. If you don't want to, if you're not having fun, you can leave now.
well,
Get the
no,
fuck
I'm
off.
Graz.
I just have to work early.
What time? What do
I'm
you
just
do?
An old
What do you
lady.
do for a living?
What time you got to be
I
at
work at a company that sells everything you need to manage and maintain a fueling facility. So
That
like
doesn't-
underground tanks.
Doesn't he do that too
and-
with the fucking?
He's an electrician.
Wow.
Oh, Bosey's a waiter. He
scale-
does weights.
He works for a
scale.
scale
He's
company.
a scale
Yes.
head.
He's a waiter because
No,
he
he
works
does
for a
weights.
scale company.
He does weights.
He was
I
the first
said.
kid in high school with a digital scale, Bozy, back in the
Scalehead.
day.
He's a calibrator.
So wait, you work for a fuel company?
No, they do they maintain like underground tanks and pumping dispensers and emergency stops to turn the dispensers off and basically
Like big gas station tanks?
Exactly.
The things with the
we
big
do-
dials.
Like my guys
6,000 gallon tanks?
Exactly. Like my guys get escorted out onto like the runway at JFK and LaGuardia and fucking work on the tanks and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That
pretty
is the
cool,
fun.
honestly. It's a good job. It's all environmentally the environment, environmental regulation is what generates all the work we do.
That's pretty, how'd you get into that?
I did oil spill remediation for years.
Oh, limo talk, please hold.
And then
Wait,
I
wait.
got into this job. Basically through a family friend.
Limo
That's how I got
talk,
my
Mike
foot in the
Friedman.
door, and then I just, worked there.
Who's
for
this?
nearly a decade.
I told him there's somebody on
What's
the phone.
up?
I'm sitting next to Mr.
Dennis
Loud
Murphy?
over here.
I told him to answer the phone. There's somebody on the phone.
Limo talk.
Could he be any
Limo
louder?
talk.
Hello,
Am I
guys.
talking too low?
What's up, Anthony?
Loud!
Dennis Murphy.
Who
Hey,
is
guys.
it?
Oh, for
Dennis
Christ's sake.
Murphy.
Go ahead, say hello to Dennis. Murphy.
What's up, guys?
Dennis, it's Graz. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing, buddy?
Well, here's the best part about you calling in. I can't hear you because I'm on the whack-a-mole and I don't
How
have
the
any
fuck
head.
did you answer the question?
I don't have any headphones, but I can hear. No,
No.
I don't want the headphones. Don't worry.
Wait, Dennis, do you like
Yes.
Graz's show better or do you like my show better?
So the correct answer is limo talk.
I say I like all shows. I can't
Oh,
say.
come on. Don't you
No,
like
I
my show a
can't-
little bit better?
Why? Because you got tits and an ass? Who cares about that?
Hey, I got
There's
tits
only,
in
there's
it.
only one.
I know I got tits.
Oh!
I know I got tits and an ass. Yeah, I got
Hey,
tits
now.
and an
Nah,
ass too.
I'm not. I can't judge somebody like that.
I'm just
Like I
fucking with
said-
Graz.
All right, Dennis,
I like-
let's
I
get
like
this
all
straight. When are you
things.
getting married?
Uh-oh.
I'll get married the 25th, guys.
You're
Wait
coming
a
down to
minute.
the
Never.
studio for some pictures,
Over
right?
at Denny's.
Here's a more important question I have to ask Dennis. Dennis,
I gotta take
are
a
you
peek?
coming
Yeah.
down to see the show October 11th here at Governor's?
You can't make it.
Yes, maybe yes. No,
Maybe
I
yes.
can't-
Maybe
no,
yes.
How many tickets have you
I
bought,
can't- no,
Dennis?
I'm not. I'm not
Dennis, at
gonna be
this
allowed.
moment, how many tickets have you bought?
I haven't
No.
gotten this many maybes since high school, I'll tell you.
We can't sell a
Jesus,
ticket.
man.
We're gonna walk in here. We're gonna have 5 people here.
I Honestly, these things. I'm keeping a positive attitude. These
And
things
that's
are.
just us.
It's going to be 5. What about talk? It's going to be us just doing the podcast in this room. Yeah, two people.
Dennis, how's Dorian doing? Your future
Good.
husband.
Good, not bad. He's doing excellent.
Tell him I said hello.
He's on what?
I will. Guys,
Doing
you missed
excellent.
today. Because you guys missed today. Chocolate bingo.
Chocolate bingo.
Ooh, it sounds dirty.
The ironic part about it, he's an African American, doesn't eat chocolate.
You don't eat chocolate.
Why is that ironic?
That's funny.
That's like saying, oh, white guy doesn't like vanilla.
What about white chocolate?
Yeah.
It was
Michael
really good,
Friedman likes
guys.
to
It was
yell at
fun.
people. He's yelling at you.
Oh,
What's about white
it's the way
chocolate?
I'm deaf. I'm hard of hearing. So
And you're having a problem with your wife getting her out of the house, I could see.
B22.
Yeah. So you're
No,
getting you're having
it was-
a where is this reception wedding going to be?
Denny's.
You guys right there. Govs Radio.
You're getting married to your
Yes.
husband at Govs Radio.
Yes, and then
Yep.
it's going to be a choice between, I believe it's Frank Fiella or Steve Bellinger that's going to go ahead and perform the official rites of their
Yeah, I want
getting married.
Steve.
Wait a minute. Knock 'em dead. Are you getting married on? You're getting married on Knock 'em Dead?
Yep.
We don't mention that guy's name. We're not allowed to talk about him. He doesn't talk about me.
Let me ask you, what I mean, is
Not
this?
that you know.
Are we like? Is this real? Like you're legitimately
this
getting
really
married
happening?
at Governor's Comedy Club? I
Yes.
mean, this can't
we
be.
Yes,
real.
I am.
talked about it last night on my show.
I
don't
know.
remember
I
him
thought he was
ever
getting
mentioning
married
his
at
dog.
Denny's.
Hey,
last
maybe
week.
I can get divorced at Governor's.
He said, there you go.
Last-
he said,
Go ahead.
He said he was going to do the thing at Denny's.
And then he was having,
No.
well, he was getting married in Huntington, and then he was
Right.
having a reception
All
at
Reception
Denny's.
at
Gazebo
Denny's.
in Huntington.
It got changed to Governor. Dennis Murphy is Governor's #1 fan, I have to say. He's an awesome person that
Cozy.
follows all
Yay.
the
Cozy
shows.
from the
3
box.
awesomes.
He's a terrific guy, and he loves Governors and all the shows so much that he actually wants to be willing to
Yay.
have his wedding here. That's
Mandy
amazing.
is my name still.
So, if you had to choose one podcast to officiate the wedding, Patrick, okay, who would you choose?
Dennis.
I'd say I
Dennis.
had to be Felix.
Oh,
Felix.
nice. Good
Oh,
choice. Felix
Chef
will bring
Felix.
some food for you. That's a good idea.
All right, so you're getting married on
Good
Knock
choice.
'em Dead, and then where are you having the fun, the reception here?
Yep, right there. Govs Radio.
Oh boy.
This is going to be
Oh,
great.
boy.
What
This
happened
room's
to the
going to
whole-
be packed.
What happened to the whole Denny's thing? I had a whole Grand Slam breakfast planned out for myself. What's going on?
We were having a Tutti Frutti, right?
Moon's
That's
over
what I
Miami.
No.
I was getting the moons over Miami.
Hey, you guys missed the chocolate bingo. It was really fun. They had dinner and everything, so you guys missed that.
The chocolate bingo sounds good.
Chocolate
Sounds like
bingo.
a fun time.
Yes, it was actually. It was. I had a great time. Dinner was really good. Everything was really good, guys. To say I had to enjoy myself. If it wasn't for Felix, I would not go. So I'd like to say a big thank you for Felix.
Well, we'll let him know. He called in the show early. He left us some delicious pretzels with plenty of dippings. So
A lot of dippings.
we like him, and
many
we
of you guys
really
double
appreciate
dipping
you
at?
calling in the show. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Look forward. Congratulations on your wedding, and wish you all the best.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You guys, like I said, nobody can change me. Any show, anytime. I love Govs Radio. You guys are awesome. Every single one of you guys are really awesome.
Dennis.
Nice.
Dennis,
Thank you, Dennis.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
you're getting married on Knock 'em Dead in the morning?
Yes.
Very
Jim's gonna
Ironic,
officiate.
isn't it?
Babe, do you want to get married at Governor's Comedy Club?
No,
Just
not
throwing
yet.
it
No.
out
Wedding
there.
packages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea there, Charlie.
Yeah, exactly.
See now,
Actually,
so
yeah.
now-
No bad
I don't
memories
mind. Hey, guys. Anthony, I don't mind. I go in the club. I don't mind.
It's
Well, I
8
know,
free
but I
tickets to,
kinda-
any of the clubs on a Friday night.
I kind of think that you should have gotten married at the the town hall, and then come here and celebrate afterwards.
No. I want Chris to do it.
Okay. Okay.
Got
Well,
it.
good
I want
luck.
Chris-
When is it?
Is he an ordained
The
minister?
25th.
Who's Chris?
October 25th. Is he an ordained minister?
Yep.
Ordained.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Yep. Best of luck, man.
Oh yeah.
You want to make a shout out for anybody? Your best friend
I
Dan.
want to give a yes. I want to give a shout out to. I want to give a shout out to all Govs Radio, even my best friend Felix.
Oh boy. Now Felix is your best friend.
Eh.
Yes.
It varies.
Dennis. Go fuck yourself.
All
Hang up
right,
the
we
phone
love
on
you, Dennis. Thanks for calling in.
Hang up the
Hey.
phone on
Hey,
Dennis.
Dennis.
I've had enough of you, Dennis.
Appreciate
You are
it.
now officially banned from limo talk for a week.
Oh, what? Come on, guys.
So-
Really?
I'm kidding. I'll see you next Thursday,
So just
Dennis. You know I
to
love you.
recap, Bosey's happily married, Graz happily married, Rich happily married.
Yes, sir.
Friedman, once we start getting to this section,
Gets
it's
a little
all
squirrely.
downhill.
No,
And
I'm
then we go-
Friedman's a question mark. Bobby's a definitely downhill, and don't do it.
What's the
How's
most?
Friedman a question mark? Did you see what he?
I was gonna say I don't think he's a question mark.
No, I don't know
He's a
who wants
definite.
to get rid of their wife more,
an exclamation
Friedman
point.
or Bobby. And I'm trying to figure
Friedman.
out a way to like have some kind of contest on how.
You know,
like,
I just don't hate her. I don't love her, and there's no need to. We don't see eye to eye ever. And
Well, she doesn't
and
even
it
open
just
her
don't-
eyes.
Wait a
It's
second.
on the
Hold on.
fucking
we
couch.
don't see eye to
No,
eye
I don't see
ever
eye to
because
eye.
every
Oh.
time I take a picture of her, she's asleep.
with a cup of coffee.
By the way, guys.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Is she aware
Dennis.
of the two, is she aware of the two kids?
Actually, I wish she wasn't aware that she
Hey,
was
can I get
married. It was
something
all a
quick, guys?
fucking dream.
Dennis.
Yo.
Ken Pichelle says anyone who doesn't know the wedding plans is essentially admitting that they don't watch enough Govs shows. Otherwise, you ought to know already. Ken, I have somewhat of a life.
Ken's
I don't
on
need to
fire
watch
tonight,
every
by
single
the way.
show. And as of last week, he was doing it at a fucking Denny's and a Huntington, and I was the one that was giving
Yeah,
him a
but
car.
last night
Now
you
he's doing
already-
it on Knock 'em Dead.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
everything
was
that
as
goes
of last
on.
night.
What was that, Mandy?
I'm in total shock
As of
here.
last night.
Right? I'm in total shock too. How do I?
He spends one night talking to Mandy, the whole plan changed.
Yeah, what'd you do, Mandy?
You
Now,
knocked him out of Wendy's. You got him over at the Knock 'em Dead show. You got him over
We
there.
changed it all up.
fucking Ken Pichelle's just ripping on me apart. Oh, you should know what's going on.
Felix is catering the whole fucking thing.
Mandy's at 10 years. How many years are you at married, Bozy?
I lost count after day one.
You're how long now? How many years?
I did a great ad lib here. 8, 9 years.
8, 9. Grass, you? How long you
I'm,
been
I'm married. I am married 17
So
years.
we talked about
17
How
years.
many?
Wait, hold on. Felix says food wins all the time, and then he says thanks, Dennis. So
Which,
basically,
how
you
many
get on the
years?
phone, and you got to talk about your best friend, fucking Felix, Dennis.
Hey. You got all my.
Hey, we're gonna have leftover pretzel for you for your wedding.
Yeah.
But Felix took me up with this.
A lot of
single
love.
thing,
A lot of
Billy.
love tonight.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm the one that fucking fixed you up with the cake. I'm the one that reached out to Felix and told him to make you a non-chocolate
I
cake.
get no respect.
I'm the one that said. I'm the one that told Felix and reached out to him and said, make him a non-chocolate
You're my
cake
best
because
friend too,
his black lover doesn't like
You
chocolate.
call me when you got no class, you know?
What'd you say?
He just keeps saying, you're my best friend, Anthony. You're my best friend.
I'm the one that told Felix. I got no respect here.
You really want a pat on the back, don't you?
I do.
Wow.
You were so yesterday to him.
I'm telling you.
Because the
We
fact
went-
still remains he could have had his wedding on limo talk. And he would have gotten a car. Now I'm not giving you one.
You should always
Anthony,
listen to
Anthony,
me.
chill
You
out.
always go
Anthony.
with a limo company when you're going to do a fucking wedding.
What'd you tell me to chill out, Dennis?
I heard he's doing
Yeah,
Uber.
man. Come on, Anthony.
Come
You're my
on,
best friend, too.
wait, tell me to chill out, Dennis. I'm the one that got you the cake. I'm the one that
I
knew
think you're
about
my
your
best friend,
plans.
too.
And
Hunter,
they jumped
let
in.
me-
Everybody jumped in and took away my fucking time.
Hey, I'm gonna call you a wambulance.
He just took off his
Anthony, you're
Adidas
just
shorts,
my best
okay?
friend.
He's upset.
I'm smart. That's what they say about me.
I'm smart, Dennis. I'm smart.
And I want some respect.
Yeah, I want some respect, Dennis. You should have been having a
Okay,
fucking
no
wedding
way,
on limo talk.
Hey, Anthony, you know what? I'll
guys
make
can have
up to
the
you.
after party.
You and Felix are my best friends, okay?
All right, well, I'm happy now. All right, you can have the wedding on Knock 'em Dead. It's good.
Have fun.
You see, now you can take
Enjoy
credit for
yourself.
it.
Yeah, I can take credit for it. All right, good luck, Dennis.
I'm the one who told you to have the wedding on Knock 'em Dead.
Yeah, and I'm the one that fucking told you that you're going to have a cake from Felix.
No chocolate.
Hey, that's
And I'm the
what
one that said,
Anthony,
not a
you're
damn
Anthony,
thing, but
chill
good
out,
luck.
man. You're Anthony, chill out, man.
Okay. Definitely.
Anthony,
That's
you
what
know
he's
I
known
like this
for,
stuff,
chilling
you know
out.
that,
I'm
Anthony.
getting chest pains. Greg DiFilippo's worried I'm going to have a massive heart attack in the fucking O'Toole room. Holy shit.
Don't worry, we have the fucking shock paddles just for that.
All right, Dennis, I love you, all right? Get off the phone. I don't want
I
to
like
talk
you
to you.
too,
You
Anthony.
made me mad today.
Very
Oh, boy,
upset.
don't worry, Anthony.
I'll tell your best friend, Dan, that he's
upset.
no longer your best friend anymore, that Felix is your best friend now.
No,
This-
I say you both of you got my best friend.
All
You
right.
didn't hear me that great.
I had the same argument in second grade with my best friend, Patrick Segura's, man.
Anthony.
Never
Yes.
worked out.
Yes,
You need
Dennis.
to have like a crying
Yes,
baby
Dennis.
button on that thing.
You're my best friend,
I'm gonna
Tegan
get
and Felix.
buttons.
Dennis,
I'm
I love you.
I need
Dennis,
to
you know
play
what? I'm
everybody.
the only one to mention Nico, and I know that you put a nice little fucking
to, like,
medallion
boom
next to, right on the bush next to Nico's.
You know, in a second we're gonna do a Hector Luis to him.
No, no, don't hang
Dennis,
up.
what's your favorite color?
Dennis, we're not gonna hang up with you. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, guys.
Have a good one.
I love you,
guys.
Dennis.
Good night, Dennis.
I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank
Aw,
you.
love you too.
I know we're awesome. Goodbye.
Come on. What a great segment. Great segment.
So now that I'm filled in a little bit more about Mandy, and I'm in the room now, I get to look at you face
Filled
to face.
in.
Yes. You see, I always like.
It's good
you know,
to be
I,
filled in.
I heard that you guys were like, a little
Heard.
out there, and you had like this awesome wedding where you're giving each other the finger, and like one of your fingers up the other's poop shoot, whatever was going on. But now you shed some new light where I'm sitting there going, I was like, great, you guys really are like a Bonnie and Clyde. Like if you go ahead and I'm a little scared of
That's
you
why it's called
actually.
Bonnie.
I'm a little scared because I'm thinking that you guys find like this random girl.
Oh
You
God.
bring her back to your place. Wait a minute. Then you have your way with her. And then for some odd reason, I picture you guys chopping her up and burying her somewhere over by
yeah,
Gilgo
you
Beach.
got me pinned.
Gilgo.
I'm like the
Dildo?
Vontez
Dildo?
Perfect of this podcast. Like, if I would have said that poop shoot, or Graz would have been yelling from the office. It would have been bizarre. But Bozy says poop shoot. Not a problem.
It's all in the
Gold.
presentation.
He's so innocent.
It's all on how you say it.
It's
You gotta
all
say it
because-
right.
because
You
he
gotta
says
say it
it.
Why?
with.
Because you say poop shoot more eloquently than I do?
Yeah.
He says it nice like poop shoot.
Poop
He says
shoot.
poop shoot.
Put it up the poop shoot.
I'm telling you, I'm the Vontez Perfect. I know it
Old
already.
Hershey Highway.
I'm
Bam.
telling
Hey,
you.
way to go, Mike.
I'm over here just trying to figure out the happy marriage algorithm, like how long is too long, how it's too short. Like
You
I
read
know
way
whatever
too much
wherever
into
you
this.
guys were at was
Listen,
too long.
don't lump
I'm
me in with
thinking
him.
Grass is like it's 17
Mine
years.
feels
still
about
going strong?
55, 60 years.
Oh.
How
Yeah,
long? What?
That's
No,
what it feels like.
Oh, how long has it been though? Total.
Too long.
How long?
Happily married?
No, just
2 weeks.
just legally married. How many years?
Legally?
Legally.
He hasn't even
22.
22.
Legally,
There
unlegally.
you go.
And you were how many years?
I don't want to get into that.
25.
Yes.
Okay. So we
So
learned
there it is
something.
in the 20 year. Well, actually, mine started after about the 6th to 7th year. So.
Mine fell apart after the 10th.
You know what? She's an impulsive liar too, and she's constantly gonna fucking change, and all it is changing for the worst.
That's like Trump and Obama mixed. Total liar and change. It's like
It's fake news.
It is. It is.
It's
You
a
need to
fucking fake
listen,
news.
man.
I
You
don't
just
like
need to. You need
I
to.
don't like where you went with this. I don't like it.
Hello, Donald. How are you?
I'm doing good.
What's happening?
Impeachment.
I know what's going on. All of a sudden, you talk to a couple of Ukrainians, and now they're
Now I want China to investigate the Bidens.
I know. I see that. What do you think is going to happen? Are you going to be
Anytime.
okay? Are you going to be okay?
What? I'm going to be fine.
You
Why?
think you're going to get reelected, Donald?
I overwhelmingly.
I see. Your
Are you
poll
worried-
numbers have gone up.
Are you worried
10%.
about? Are you worried about Sanders and the stents he had put in recently?
No, I think those stents are going to cost him. They're going to cost him.
No,
He's not going to make it to the finish line.
I heard if he gets
No.
elected, he doesn't need 2 stents. He's gonna give one away to someone who don't have.
Ah, I like that. I like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Somebody doesn't have a stent. I like it.
Some of the arteries are not blocked in other people. I'm going to take the blockages out of my arteries and give them to
know
the
who-
other people who don't have the blockages.
Is he
You know who
gone?
he sounds like Alan Arkin. Like
I'm
that.
a big Bernie guy, so I can do it.
I
all
know
day.
you're a Bernie
I
guy.
am, I am.
Mandy,
I'm
who
gonna
do you
bring up
like,
the stents
Mandy?
before. No way. Beautiful people
You like
with
blockages?
stents.
It's a funny word.
Do you think
Yeah, I want to live like I'm in Cuba.
Do you not want to say your political
Oh,
standpoint?
I'm
or-
a complete Martian. I could give 2 fucks.
Martian, alien,
Complete
you're getting
Martian.
deported.
Are you
Do
a
you-
Jehovah
I-
Witness?
Do
They don't-
you
they
vote?
don't
Have you
Yeah.
voted or?
I did. I voted for Obama because I was 18 and
Oh, okay.
it was a black guy.
Oh, okay.
So
cool.
that's,
That-
my,
that's a
that,
good
that,
reason.
that was my sole reason. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let's
Nice.
do this. Let's see this out.
Let's see this. Yeah, let's see
but
this
I've
come
never
to
voted
fruition.
again. No,
I got my
honestly,
voter's
don't follow
card.
any of it.
I guess once you went black, you never went back.
Yep.
All right.
That's
Okay.
it.
Certainly never went back.
Ken
Fair enough.
Pichel says he's married 22 years last month, and Bruno Capola says I got you all beat. So what do you got, Bruno? 35 years, 40 years? What do you
He
got?
can't be married 40 years. He's not.
It's
at all.
crazy. It's crazy.
Bruno has been married for 32 years.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
And how many of them are happy?
Yeah.
Oh, who only knows?
I don't know. It's good. I feel like
Yes, dear.
you gotta just find the right person. It could last forever. If you
That's
don't,
right.
it don't. That's
Right
it.
No,
person.
you
That's
need
it.
to
You know, I
have-
wish
the
you would have
biggest
told me
fucking
that.
mistake
I know.
I made
I wish
in
you
my
would have
life.
fucking
man.
told me
I
that.
know.
Live and learn.
I'm gonna tell everybody that's married or in a long relationship, you need to invest in yourself and care. Like Charlie's asking what my
The way it's turned out, I'm investing in myself every night.
Well, yeah, I just make a point to
That and Vaseline.
That's some
lotion.
fucking wet naps to wipe
Right.
the fucking map of Hawaii.
I don't
off
have
your
I
stomach.
don't have a runny nose, and there's a lot of Kleenex in my room.
I agree with Mandy. Listen, marriage is not a pissing contest. It seriously isn't, because there is no damn winners. I know that. But think about your own thing. And listen, all marriage is when you go over to City Hall, whatever it is, and you sign that piece of paper where she gets half. That's all the title. That's the title. If you love each other, you want to live with each other.
Hey, I'm a comedian.
There you go, and then that's it.
Hey,
You
for
live with
nothing,
each other,
still
love each
nothing.
other. That's the marriage. The other thing on the piece of that's all the other is a piece of paper.
Gina
That's all it
Kajemi
is.
Carver says, I'm married, 30 years married, 6 years dating. Before that, 4 years before that, I know him since he's 12.
Well, he knows him since he's
Robbing the cradle.
Greg DiFilippo says, I got you all beat. I managed to stay single for 48 years. Best decision of my life.
Oh yeah, he's
I
single.
like Greg.
Right.
Greg is right. And Greg,
Greg,
sends
you have
some
kids, though.
And Greg sends the best video.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I guess I hear
you
all
think I'm
about all these
blushing?
people
You
with
think I'm
happy
blushing now?
marriages. What the fuck?
Well,
happened to me?
I find that a lot of comedians are either divorced or just unable to maintain a relationship.
Or
from
fucking
what
around
I've
with
seen.
each other.
That's why they're doing that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I haven't had that experience, but I know a lot of them are either like, oh, I'm freshly divorced and I'm,
Freshly,
I have
that freshly.
I have
Freshly.
because a lot of them,
Freshly.
Is this like
a certain age,
an
it's got to be
Always
tough. It's
commercial or
got to be
something?
tough to get back out sometimes when you reach a certain age to start mingling and making new friends. I don't know. I would think it would be.
Nah, not a problem.
Buddy's like,
when I'm with another girl, you know how I last?
no.
I
Does
think
she-
of my wife.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Well, that stops you from even starting.
I don't know if I should even bring
Actually,
this
I go
up. I'm
soft.
a little
Probably not.
I'm curious about the statement here. Miss Natalie, you might know her.
Never heard. of that.
Says everyone has gone through a black phase.
Whoa.
Bum bum bum.
I
Natalie.
guess.
Are you
not-
in yours right now?
No.
Shit.
The darker the meat, the sweeter the treat.
Yeah. Well, so they claim. Yeah.
Den-
Listen.
Chocolate bingo.
Dennis likes the chocolate thunder.
Whatever. To each their own, I guess. I just think. Listen, you find the right person. If it doesn't work, you do comedy. Fuck
Well, you
it,
like
right?
Michelle, don't you?
What?
Michelle Obama.
Do I like her?
Him.
Or him, yeah.
Listen, you know what I really don't like, and call me kind of like
Would
a
you like
sick-
to have a
I hate
threesome
when
with
people.
Michelle and,
I hate
Barack?
when people imply that she's a man, and they try to make it like she's legitimately a man who had a sex. Like I want to be kind of a dick, but to me, I'm not into it. Like I think that
That's like saying Elvis is still
Hey, come
alive.
on.
I
To me, I don't
it's
have too many
bullshit.
where
it's just somebody fucking around. I mean,
It's a man,
it's
baby.
just to me that's I don't know why I find
Why not?
and I find really nothing offensive, and I could be the biggest fucking dickhead of them all.
No,
but
not you.
to me, that to say that she's a man,
No,
to,
there's no
to
way.
say that any woman is a man when she's really not, I feel like is kind
We
of
had one
crossing
on
the
here.
line a little.
Wait a minute. What about
But
Emily?
she
Emily
is-
Santos.
but that's a totally different story. Like you have a girl who's is a woman. She wants
Who
to be
is saying Michelle Obama is a
a
man?
lot of people.
I know.
I never said that.
I've never heard that.
I think it's a.
I
And
never
I'm
said
not.
that.
I'm
I've
not
never
some
heard
big
that.
Obama guy or
What's the
anything
big deal?
like
I
that,
go
but-
both ways.
Well,
Yeah?
Yeah, women and ladies.
The bottom line is she looks more like a man than he does,
I mean,
but she still looks like a girl.
I disagree. I think she's a woman, and I think
I disagree. I think she's a woman.
I'm not a big you can't say this, you can't say this, uptight, blah blah blah. But I'm just not big into.
But you
saying
want
a
to know
woman,
something,
calling her
Charlie?
a man.
If she ran for president right now, she'd be the only one to give Trump a challenge.
No,
Trump.
I could see that.
I'm telling you right now, she comes out and she goes up against him.
Oh, come on.
She's gonna
You
throw
see,
her
this is-
trunk at
This is like
Trump.
Carlos Beltran managing the Mets. What the fuck qualifications she got to go?
But that's the problem, Bobby. She's a woman. She was the first
not
lady.
gonna get
She's a Democrat. There's-
I'd rather have Oprah. Thanks.
but
Go,
they
let's
don't
go
have
Oprah.
anybody else. So she's the
So
best
is
part.
Hillary or Killary
They
or
got
whatever.
Bernie. They got Bernie with
listen,
the
as
states.
much of a Bernie supporter as I am now, and as much as I want him to be the president, God, I do.
He's
There's
78.
no way
He's
after
gonna
this.
drop dead.
Let's
There's
not
no
go into
way
politics
after
'cause
this.
we're gonna lose
There's
half
no
the
way
audience.
after this that he's
That's
going
what
to get
happened
elected.
last week.
There's just no way.
So it's going to be Joe Biden.
It's not.
Who's it going to be?
He's too much of a creep.
No, yeah, he's not. I'm
He's
sorry.
not.
He's
I
not.
think it's going to be Elizabeth Warren.
or
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Well, I think Jim would say 2020 Trump.
What about Yang? Nobody likes the
I
Yang
like
Gang.
him. I actually like him. I like him too. Yeah, I
Instead
think
of the
I
Yang?
think he's pretty good.
The
But
Yang Gang.
I knew as soon as he went in and Bernie went in and had this procedure, I knew that was it. He's not winning. There's no way he can win that.
Joe
Everyone's
Biden is
like,
going to be
it's
the
too
one
old.
that gets the.
And not for nothing, none of these guys. You think Trump's in such great shape? You think any of these guys are in such great shape? Trump could drop dead tomorrow, just like Bernie Sanders could. He's no.
but Bernie Sanders
the
is 78.
6'3", 220-pound Donald Trump. Yeah, in your bra.
Charlie.
Greg DiFilippo
Someone has
says
a
it
question.
counts as head from Chelsea. Hey, Greg DiFilippo said if you got head from Chelsea Clinton, it's like anal.
I gotta work tomorrow, so I gotta go, guys. It's been real. Thank you so much for having me.
We love
I
you,
had a
buddy.
really
Big
good
round
time.
of
I
applause.
felt like
Mandy
I was here
came
for
out.
5 minutes. I was here for
Mandy,
over
we
an hour.
love
I
you.
really did.
Mandy, wait,
Mandy, do you have
Mandy,
anything that you want
tell me
before
where you're
she
gonna be.
goes- Before she goes,
Tell me
do
where
you
you're
have
gonna be.
anything that you need to plug?
Well, the 21st of November, I'll be here with Dan Romano. He's doing a live show.
Oh.
God, yeah, David Mata.
God
And
bless.
on December 20th,
God bless you,
I'll
guys.
be here as well.
Hey, how you
with,
doing? Hold on,
What is
Dan.
Terry McNeely.
Mandy Jones is leaving.
Yeah. And
Mandy?
What did you say?
And what did you say? What was that next date?
The 20th of December, Terry McNeely's Laughs in the Little Room, the December edition.
All
I'll be
right.
on that, and Bonnie will be on that as well. So,
Nice.
And next week's new host, right?
yep. And tune in next week, every Wednesday, 7:30 to 8:30 on govsradio.com.
Is it still Three's Company? Is it going to be
It's gonna
called?
still be Three's Company. We're not gonna do the song anymore. We
thank
have a
God, I
new
hated that song.
Picture. I know. Me and Bonnie did too. You know, I try to put music on, and me and Bonnie bop around and stuff. Yeah, but guys, tune in. You'll see who our new co-host is, and I think everyone's gonna really like him. So.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I like
Thanks,
him.
Mandy.
He said, like him, a man over 30 has been here before.
And I do have the TV guide up on my page, so if you really want to know, you could start looking at who's been on my show.
I'm going to be doing quite a bit of
and
research
racking
tonight.
your brain. All right, guys. Thank
Thanks
you so much.
Mandy.
Thank you very much,
Appreciate
Mandy.
Yeah.
We
Big
love
round
you.
of
On the way
applause.
out, just make sure you leave the number of the fire third wheel.
Yes,
thank
you
you.
got it.
Mandy Jones from Three's Company here on Govs Radio, 7:30 to 8:30 Wednesday nights. She's with Bonnie Scalisi, Mandy Jones, and this week his last show, Jim. I'm not a Napoleon Munchkin Raya.
Jim's a great guy. He's a great guy. I feel bad he had to walk away from that because people are just so uptight. You know,
Ridiculous.
it sucks.
it
Dude,
can't-
not for nothing. He wasn't getting paid for Sunday school. You know what I
No,
mean?
but it
I
doesn't
would've
matter.
quit the
He
Sunday
should
school.
be
I
allowed to
would've
be
quit the Sunday
himself.
school.
I get it.
I would have quit the Sunday school.
He should just be allowed to be himself.
Who?
We're talking about Jim,
Jim
and he has
Raya.
to leave because everybody's so goddamn uptight. You know
Uh,
what I mean?
You know, he can't be himself
Here's the Jim
because
Raya saga with
because
me.
of other people.
Jim wanted that show to be number one so bad, and you had to work at it. You couldn't. You didn't have to come here and boost things. You have to work at it. I've been working at this thing for 3.5 fucking years. Everything that we do is ours. Now, everything that they do is theirs. They're doing it the right way, and they're slowly growing on their their audience. We've been doing it fucking every week, pounding.
It's all about consistency.
But I share it a lot. I
Yeah.
share it more than anybody.
You do.
It's working.
You do.
You know?
Listen, last week was say what you want about it. Last week was the highest viewers I ever saw.
Well, we've been doing. We did besides
see
the
is double. No.
Besides the marathon, yes.
Yeah. That was
The
a big
last
show.
4 weeks is the most I've been doing in the last.
And
4
listen,
weeks.
I think we could all. It's all safe to say we all do it because it's fun. We love it. If anybody tunes in and enjoys it, we can put a smile on your face. We love to do, and we're happy to have you tuning into the show. So we appreciate all of you. And believe me, it's not always the easiest thing to come every day, but we do it because we love it and we want to, make people happy. I think that's
Well, it's like
underlined.
Bonnie Scalisi. Bonnie likes radio and she does a good job. And I like when she come. Listen, she came in. She was like you a couple weeks ago. She had a couple of drinks in her, but she don't need to have a couple of drinks. She's funny. and she does
when
a good-
somebody has a couple of drinks that's not now known as like you. Just to clear that. Just so
You
we
pulled
can-
a Charlie. You had a couple of drinks.
So Shabani was in here the other day.
Yeah,
Good
she
time
pulled a
Charlie.
Charlie,
You know.
yeah.
First
Good
of all,
time
that we
Charlie.
do have. There is a name for that. When I am a little half in the bag, it's good time Charlie.
It's called chucked.
No, it's good time Charlie.
Bruno Capola says, "Great job, man. You really brought Graz ratings."
I really
Fuck
got
you,
chucked
Bruno.
last night.
Chucked.
Yeah.
I was so chucked
I
up.
was so fucking chucked.
I got yeah.
So that's a new thing, getting chucked.
Getting chucked.
I got
Good-
chucked
we got
last Friday.
chucked.
Like you
Good
wouldn't
time
believe.
Charlie gets chucked up.
So Bonnie Scalise got chucked up a couple of
She got
weeks ago. You were chucked
I
up
want to
last
take you
week.
in the back and chuck you.
Chuck.
Listen, getting Bonnie drunk is not that hard. She could go to listen. She could go to the bar and go, "Can I have a scotch and the rocks? Hold the scotch, hold the rocks."
Michelle Asta says, "This is a great show." Thank you, Michelle. I know you listen to Knock 'em Dead during the day with you
Michelle
and
is
your boyfriend Eric. I know you don't listen too much to limo
Graz
talk.
does not let anyone get away with any other affiliation of that.
Why are you listening to that show? Not about mine.
Yeah, no, the other podcast. Oh, but they don't mention me on that. So we're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that.
Oh, Michelle, you love the show. Great. She also loves the show on Wednesday mornings. Too. We're okay. She could like multiple shows.
So Dennis is getting married on Knock 'em Dead, isn't he, the motherfucker? Look at
Dude, that's
Oh,
not
you watch-
fair.
you watch
I
Seinfeld?
set that
I thought
whole
you only
shit
watched
up
Friends.
for Dennis. And you know what?
I know.
I set the fucking
Look,
cake
look.
up. I set. We
He
were
did.
ready.
I
We
set
were.
the cake
I have to give Graz credit. He
He's so
did
pissed
set that
on
whole
his-
thing
I
up.
set that whole thing up, and now I'm like a fucking distant third. It's like my story of my life. Every fucking thing I do, everything I do, it goes right now. I'm like fucking third. I don't want to be third no more. I want to be fucking first. First.
DiFilippo, get the paddles because this guy's about to go
First!
down.
I'm fucking tired of it.
Graz, would you like one of my stents?
No. Oh my God, my chest
Would
hurts.
you
Hold
like?
on.
Oh my God, he's dying.
Graz is his wife's third favorite person in his family. We're the third best show on Governors. He has a 3-inch penis. All threes. It's stuff.
Fuck you, Charlie. You know what? I hate you.
And he's not even chucked.
I know, not even chucked up this week.
Bruno Capola says goodnight. Says goodnight, Graz. Good show, guys. Goodnight,
thank
Bruno.
you
We
for
love
tuning
you.
in. We
I keep picturing
appreciate
Bruno
it.
with the cigar because his picture has him with the
I
cigar.
fucking love him.
Yeah, he's a pisser.
He's coming in here to go. Well, he was supposed to come into another show, which is no longer here. But I think he's coming for
So
his.
is he banned from this show because he was going on another one?
No.
You're banned, Jerry.
No,
We're going to
I
play
think
a
he's-
drinking game where you have to do a shot every time Graz mentions another show or how he's not mentioned somewhere.
Yeah, we'll all
You'll
gonna
be
go.
sweating like Graz by the
Yeah,
end of
we'll
the night.
all be
trust me.
chucked.
So he's coming to watch Dan's show in November. So I think it's a Thursday night Dan's show. He's going to be with us that night too. He's going to come and hang out with us. I told him he can have an open door with us, like
be
you,
great.
Mike Friedman.
Thank you.
Yep. We appreciate you coming on. You enlightened us about all the trials and tribulations of your very happy marriage.
Yeah.
And
The joy,
I
the
will.
bliss.
If
The
everybody else's marriage could be as good as mine.
I know. I'll tell you,
this
if
would be
I had
our-
as many pictures of my girlfriend sleeping as you have as your wife sleeping, she'd
Well,
be
you-
happy. She'd be a happy camper.
Not
You
weird
can
whatsoever.
take solace. You're in better shape than some guy in the Bronx today.
Well, I
just
love her
saw-
so much I have to take pictures of her, and the only way I can capture her is sleeping.
What do you got? What do you got bought up extraordinaire?
5 hours ago on Yahoo.com, husband in the Bronx runs over his wife with his car,
Oh boy.
then gets out, if that's not good enough, attacks her with a machete.
So he had to like get her down.
See,
first.
I can never, I
She-
can never do that. I
she
don't,
is
I
dead.
don't believe
She
it.
must have
got
been a
2
big
points.
girl. She
He
must
got
have been
2
a big
points
girl.
for the takedown. Right. And then he pinned her.
And then he pinned her.
And
With
now
the
he's got a
machete.
boyfriend.
And then he hacked her up.
I thought you were gonna say then he backed up over her again,
Yeah.
but
I
guess
miss her sometimes.
attacking her
That's
with a
that's
So, so
It
you know,
sounds a little bit like Tiger Woods in a role reversal.
Hey Mike, have you ever wanted to drive right over and then back up over her?
No. I don't wish death on anybody. That's
Jim
all.
Rye is watching.
that's good.
Jim, what's up, Jim Ray? You missed the whole damn show.
Michelle Asta says she's gonna go get chucked up now. Have a great night.
Chuck him up.
By next week,
Chuck it up, baby.
By next week, we'll have chucked up T-shirts for. I mean,
I
since
think that's our new thing now.
we
It's chucked
couldn't
up.
we couldn't give away the free tickets. So next week, if you call in and you say how much you hate your wife and now you're getting a divorce, you get a free chucked up T-shirt.
I
Compliments
like
of
that.
limo talk.
Chucked up.
Chucked up.
Chucked up. And we
good,
put
yeah.
like a fucking picture of some guy half drunk.
I got chucked up at Limo Talk.
We could give all of our guests a show. I got chucked up at Limo Talk. That is a
got chucked up at Limo Talk.
Just let you know that your sister, Natalie Myers, my new best friend, happens to say that I have a very nice radio voice. Thank you, Natalie. I appreciate it, Natalie. I know you're
hubba hubba.
I brought a couple of I brought a couple of viewers to the show myself.
Listen,
by the way, we just sold a 9th ticket
to Natalie Myers.
to Natalie Myers.
No, Charlie, was that true that you said to me that you had a bunch of people reach out to you this week?
I'll be perfectly honest. I saw 1.7 thousand, 1.8, and I'm like, there's no way in holy hell that this many people are even tuning in for a
Sure
second.
they do.
And then,
are you buying views?
And then I was, conducting my normal business throughout the week. And, you get phone calls from your friends and whatever. And I was the first time it came, I was at the bar. I go to Miller's in Deer Park every Sunday to watch football.
Every Sunday?
And a bunch of my friends came over and they were like, oh, hey, we saw the podcast, dude, blah, blah, blah. It was so funny, this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, really? You checked it out? You saw it? They're like, yeah, bro. And then they start naming parts and they're talking about you and him. And I'm like, wow, you really did watch the show. And then throughout the week, granted, not all of them were. Some of them were like, "Are you still in a relationship?" But people did come up to me and say, "Listen, we love the show. It's a great time." And I was taken aback a little bit. So.
See that? We have.
Hey, Mary Capone wants to walk in. She wants a pretzel. Bozy, let Mary sit down for 5 minutes. She's never been on my show.
And Mary, if you want,
are you sitting down, Mary?
Mary, why don't you?
Michelle Astor wants a chucked up T-shirt.
You're gonna get chucked up.
So do I.
Mary, why don't you sit
get
real
chucked
quick
up on Limo Talk.
pump the open mic that you're going to be having here on the Governor's Little Room, because there's a lot of comedians.
Bozy, stay, sit in the whack-a-mole.
There's a lot of
Bozy.
comedians listening probably, and they would love to have the opportunity to perform
Really, this does not look
at.
good, right? Sitting with this.
All right, first of all, this is Mary. Mary, say the whole name.
Capone Dolan.
Mary Capone Dolan.
Don't give that
Dolan
bastard.
Capone?
Don't give that bastard any credit.
She's from Farmingdale. She's a Farmingdale resident, right?
Oh, very nice.
yeah.
Fellow Dale.
Am I on air?
Yeah, you're on air.
You're on.
Oh my God, turn the
Dipping.
You're on air. It's the first time,
Yeah.
Mayor.
Okay.
Move over to
So
Mary.
those
Move
who don't
over
know
to
it-
Charlie a little
Hasn't
bit.
Mary? She's been on here before.
No, she's never been on my show.
She's
No?
at the club
Yep.
a lot. She's performed.
she has.
No,
quite a
she
bit
has
here.
not. Mary has never been on the show.
I remember I spoke about her
You never
last name
invited
being
me,
Capone.
No,
Just
she was
saying.
on for 5 minutes. She was on 5 minutes with Michelle. She wasn't sitting with us, hanging out with us. She
No?
was with Michelle. Yeah, Michelle Fox came in. She came in. Rich Walker came in that night.
Right, she was here though, and I was
All
talking
right.
about her last
Well,
name being
I
Capone.
don't
But nobody gave me a mic. Is all.
Yeah,
all
you
I
didn't,
gotta
nobody gave
say.
you a mic, correct.
Nobody gave me a mic. I'm like, that's all right. You know what? Whatever. I'll come back and.
So
say
how
that
long you
another
doing
time.
comedy, young lady?
Comedians don't need mics. Come on.
February. That'll be 3 years.
You like it?
3 years.
Yes, I do. I took the crap in my life and tried to make a joke out of it.
That's what we're all doing. Yeah.
Well, the best part is when somebody after a show comes up and says, "Oh, I love your material." I'm like, "Wow, that's funny. I call it my life."
Yeah, exactly. I love laughing at the worst experiences you've ever had. It's quite hilarious
Yeah,
the
right.
way
The
you phrase it.
ex-husband
Thank
walking
you.
out for an Indian.
No
Are you
way.
telling me? I did not know this. I was wondering why my
I
wife
tell
left
you,
me.
no lie. I tell you,
No,
the
listen,
son of a bitch
listen
had
me.
cancer. I go down every time to chemo, every time, and she's the secretary at Mount Sinai.
Wow.
Radiology.
No.
Yeah, every
The girl he left for?
So we move out to the island,
Damn.
and he works.
Charlie,
over in
it's really
Williamsburg.
sordid comedy, Mary. It is so fucking sordid.
Now I got to
What does that
Google
mean?
sorted.
What does that mean? Sorted. Like sort, that's Monday
I-
nights.
he's-
Sort,
he's-
Monday
he's- I
nights
think
is
he's
sort.
saying- I think he's saying
Sunday
it-
nights
it's-
garbage.
He doesn't know whether it's paper or plastic.
He
was Googling.
It's not only subjective, but it's sorted as to who's
Well,
going to
pretzel.
appreciate, kind of like, you walk in and you've gone through a divorce and you see her material.
Yes.
You're going to be, you're going
Thank
to
you,
be
Charles,
saying,
for-
hey, it's great.
Thank you, Charles, for bringing it back. But the truth is, I want to relate to women. So I feel like, 60% is divorce?
Right.
So right away, I hope to win over a lot of women in the crowd who have been left. And then, is there music in the background?
Yeah, there
Yes,
is.
that's
We
why
got
it's
music.
called limo talk, Mary. We're in the back of a limo.
Fucking ADD. I'm like,
We're
I
go-
can't
we're
talk.
going to
What
a
the
bachelorette
fuck is
party.
happening?
Ooh, something shiny.
Yes, that's me.
Mary, do you know Charlie Myers, right?
Yeah.
You,
Who's
that's
that?
you know
Oh,
my
yeah.
my co-host Bobby and that's my co-host Bobby Anzarello.
I know Bobby.
Michael Friedman right there,
I
and
know
that's my
Michael.
board op Richie Zarelli.
Hello, Mary.
And I'm Graz. He's a
know
Farmingdale
Graz.
guy, and I'm a Farmingdale guy.
We're in Farmingdale.
They're
South
dealers.
Farmingdale.
Me too.
Exact
Not that we
addresses,
want to give
please.
our address.
Yeah.
Off
No,
Commons. He's off Commons.
Off Commons.
So, Mary, you have a show coming up.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's not South Farmingdale, is it?
Yeah.
More importantly, what's your social
Oh, yeah,
security
you're right.
number?
All right.
What's
What's
what digits?
What's the
Matthew?
cross street?
What's that?
Like
Do you
over
have
by
a
Matthew
cultured
area?
Yes,
You
yes,
know
right near
Matthew?
there. Right near there.
You want to hear something crazy? Let me know if you know this is true. My best friend lived on Eagle Avenue. So I grew up in Farmingdale, left for 18
Eagle
years.
Lane.
Eagle Lane, whatever.
It's okay.
I went,
She doesn't work
I
at the
lived-
post office.
I actually went full circle, lived, and then came back to Farmingdale. So my childhood years were in Farmingdale, Eagle Lane, Washington Park, whatever that park was.
Right.
Somebody told me that
Jefferson Park.
there's like 6 people on that block that have MS. I have it.
Really?
Did you hear about this or no?
I did not.
Yeah, well, how else is it going to be multiple if only one person has it? Oh, now we're getting tight about the MS jokes? All right.
All I said is I just pray to God I have multiple personalities, and then hopefully one of them will forget about it.
Right.
That's how you get rid of the MS. yeah.
Get it? Ready?
Exactly.
In that
well, you
park,
just said
on
you have
that block,
MS.
like Washington Park. Oh shit! What
She
time
said
is
there's 5 people on the same block that have
That
MS.
have MS.
So I was like, well, how
Wow.
else is it going to be multiple if only one person has it? And it just didn't hit. I thought it was gone.
Hey,
I
8
don't
more.
know.
Listen, if she gets 8 more people, it's a gang.
So let me-
Miller. Go ahead.
Oh, you want to be okay?
No, I don't. No, no.
Oh, okay. So talk to me about the show you have going in the Little Room. You promote
You're,
a show
you're
in the
being
Little Room.
very sweet. Thank you. It's
I
the
would like
open
to talk
mic.
about- yeah, sure.
Thank you. We host an open mic here every month. I've been very fortunate
Uh-huh.
to be able to run it with Andrea. Gives opportunities to the new comics. You come down.
Mary does not have chewing tobacco in her mouth. Just in case you're wondering, it is one of Felix's delicious pretzels, which I'm going to talk and buy her enough time for her to chew it, swallow it, or spit it out, depending on what she wants. That was not a sexual
no,
thing.
It's chew. It's chew.
Okay, that is.
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
It's
yeah,
Joe.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
Joe.
you like him chaw.
So
You got
what's
some
what's
chaw.
the date? I did the last show. I was on the last show that you had here in the Little
gotta
Room. We had a
make
really great time. No problem.
I like it. I want to swallow it.
Oh,
Whose
okay.
pretzels are these? They're very good.
These came. Where did these come from, Grant?
It's
right
last
there.
word.
I think
like
it's
it. I'm
from
gonna swallow it.
Pete,
that mic.
is it Pete from Tri-County Pretzels, right?
I think we've had
Not-
4 different names.
not
for this guy
time.
tonight.
I'm telling you.
They're good.
The
That's
Pretzel
good
King of
shit.
Long
All
Island.
I got to say is I'm putting that in my pocketbook when I leave.
You
Nobody's
could.
gonna stop
You
you.
totally could. So the show in the
The
Little
show,
Room is what
October
day?
10th.
October 10th.
Thursday. And it gives an opportunity for the
That's
new
one day
comics
before
to come
ours.
down.
Yes.
You bring 3 people. You get 7 minutes of stage time. And honestly, you're in Governors. So you know what?
You're right.
People that matter maybe floating by. So you
Mhm.
kind of hope that they're like, oh, you know what? That guy's funny.
Sure.
So
sure.
the place is kind of important, I think.
Well,
It is, it
It's
is.
it's a lot
Absolutely.
different. You know, when you do a show at Governors, it's obviously a lot different to doing any kind of bar show you would do. There's any comedian who's even been in it as short a time as I have knows, like, you know, a bar show and a comedy club are 2 major. And listen, people go to bars to drink, but people come to comedy clubs to laugh.
There you
That's the
go. I
major
like it.
difference.
Can I get an
That's the major
amen?
difference.
Amen.
That's an
Amen.
Right, yeah.
Amen. We're calling it an amen.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
But Mary, how did you get to
Praise
be able to
Jesus.
be doing so many? Like you're doing a lot of really good shows. You're on the main stage a lot,
Do
aren't
you
you?
want the truth or do you want what people say?
I want
truth.
no. I want the. I want the, I
start
want
off
both. I
with
want
what- no,
both.
start
I
off
want
with what
both.
people say.
I want
Exactly.
both.
And then give us
That's
the truth.
funny.
Start
I got-
off with people
I
say.
have a very funny story about that because it transpired right there.
Go ahead.
Somebody said, "Oh, Mary Capone, I heard she's essing D, and that's how she's
Right.
getting stage time."
We got what S&D is. Okay.
So you're sucking dick.
Yeah, I don't want to say it.
Thank you,
I don't wanna
Grog.
make my mouth
Thank you.
bad. Thank
He is
you.
so
Good job,
phonetically
Graz.
correct.
Wow.
In case one of my son's friends is watching.
No, they're
Mom's
not. It's
gonna keep it on the
11:30
up
at
and up.
night.
Yeah, okay. You never know.
and up.
11:30. Really, with teenagers? Anyway.
I know.
So another friend told me, asked me not to betray her. I go, oh my God, I'm appalled because I try to uphold my good image. I never walk out of this door with a man. First of all, why am I going to hook up with a comedian? They're broke.
Right.
So,
Fair point. I guess.
so I saw the person. They were talking to somebody that I knew, and they were
The
like,
person
"Oh, Mary."
accused you of S-ing D.
Was
Gotcha.
standing there having a conversation, and the other person said, "Hey, where you going?" And I'm like, "Ugh." So I'm going to suck more dick so I can get some stage time.
No. Oh,
and,
my God.
and it's not my nature to say that. So he turned around and he goes, "What did you say?" And I just started cracking up, and I kept walking, and she knew exactly what I meant. I was like,
So that's how you got all these opportunities? That-
So that's the true
What's
one. Now
your-
what about
Now tell us the joke, Mary. Come on.
No. Somebody saw a set, and we're like, you know what? Why don't you come down on a Thursday night? And I said, okay. And then they said, oh, come down again. And then I got the email, and I went, oh, okay, I'm free Thursday. They said, no, I mean for the month. And I went, oh, my God. Like, I was in tears. I called my mother. I'm like, Mom, I think I'm on the bill.
And how long were you doing comedy before you got that call?
Probably about 2 years.
2 years.
Am I stepping in shit right now? I'm shutting up. Anybody want to take my
why?
mic?
Why?
Well, it's interesting. I'm asking you
scared.
because
I'm a
I'm
little
sure.
scared
Well,
right now.
listen, there can't
Don't
be.
take my fucking pretzel.
No, don't be scared, Mary. I've been here so long; they don't give a fuck about me no more. Don't
Listen,
worry.
It
everybody.
doesn't smell like ass in here, just to say.
No, we sprayed vanilla in here before.
Why would it smell
Vanilla?
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Anthony was running around in here before naked, and he's coming out going, "Oh, it smells like ass now." I'm like, really?
It did. It smelled like ass in
He had
here.
no shorts on. What do you think it was
I
going to
know.
smell
He,
like?
he did 3 costume changes in fucking one podcast. Guys.
Well, Mandy was here, so I was touching myself when she was here.
I'm telling you.
Oh, my God.
And we caught you with the glasses down at the end of your nose.
We walked in.
fucking weird,
we
man. That
walked
was
in. The guy
creepy.
has a 3-piece suit on. A half hour later, he's fucking getting a lap dance in Adidas sweats.
I don't mean to be a jerk, but I have to go out and say goodnight.
Oh, okay.
So I don't mean to be a jerk.
No problem.
But guys, thank you. It's
You're
so
welcome.
nice.
Thanks,
Now,
Mary.
tell us-
Mary, thanks
before
for
you
coming
go, tell
on.
us again the night of the show, when, what they have to do to perform.
10th, let's say like the old folks.
That's
on
a- that's a Thursday.
No, Thursday.
A Thursday.
On a Thursday and a sad day. No, it's on a Thursday night, October 10th, 8 o'clock.
Bring
Call
3 people if you like to perform.
731-3358. Well, just call up.
Have them book a CAD. You could contact Mary on Facebook, and she will tell you all the instructions on how to get people, how
Mary,
to
you're
get them to buy
paranoid.
tickets, and how to perform on the world famous Governor's Comedy Club.
Sounds great. Let's give it
Thank
back
you
over
so
to
much.
Jeff
Yeah,
Russell.
Mary.
Guys, thanks for having me and sharing the pretzels.
Do you
Mary
see that
Capone,
shirt?
ladies and
I got
gentlemen.
chucked up on Limo Talk for Gina Kajemi. I like that shirt.
Let me see it.
Oh, that is
Let me
fantastic.
see it. I gotta see
That
it.
is a great shirt.
I got chucked up on Limo Talk.
I like that. There we go. I got chucked up on Limo Talk.
Oh, dude, that is fucking awesome.
Put that with a color.
Dude, that is great, man.
I get residuals on that.
Sorry if I cursed a little bit.
Oh man, did you see this?
All right.
Cute.
Yeah, for those of you at home, looks like
I
we
get
are gonna
residuals
have,
for the phrase.
Looks like Limo Talk is finally getting
came up
some
with the chucked
merch. Okay, we're starting
Right,
off.
but
with
I
the,
said I got
chucked
I
up.
said I got chucked up on Limo Talk.
Listen, Wednesday. If Wednesday,
Doesn't sound like him.
if
gonna
Wednesday
split it.
afternoon's lunch
split
goes
it.
in, I'm gonna get chucked up on Sirius XM.
Exactly.
Doesn't sound like him.
I love that shirt. Whoever did that, very creative.
Gina Kajemi Coffin.
Wow.
Our salesperson.
That is a great, great, great shirt, and we'll have them on the website. Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be
Nice.
great. So, yeah, so far I had a great show. We got some shirts. We talked to Mike Friedman, who's in the worst marriage in that side of the room, whereas Bobby is the worst.
I'm
marriage
on the
this
same side of the room.
Not as bad as the guy in the Bronx.
Not as bad as the guy in the Bronx. We have to give them.
boyfriend, right?
And then we have. Well, you
Although
guys.
they are still looking for the guy.
You guys didn't hit your wives and then attack her with a machete. And honestly, I think that was kind of a pussy move. I think that he really couldn't beat her on a one-on-one, so he had to hit her with the car. Because I would never.
Yeah, but then
hit
what?
my
She got up,
girlfriend.
so he hacked her with the machete after that?
And it's not only because I would never hit a woman. I would never hit my girlfriend because I really genuinely think she
Oh
could
my
kick
God!
my ass.
Please shut up.
Like she could kick the shit out of me.
There Mary wants more pretzels.
And a heartbeat.
Mary wants
needs
some
more pretzel.
Mary wants some mustard with her pretzels.
Mary had to say goodbye, but she couldn't say goodbye to the pretzels.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead, take it, Mary.
Sure, take the honey mustard.
Mary,
Take
those
it
are
all.
from Ray
We are
from
not going to be able to finish these.
not what was it? From Not of the World at Tri County Flea Market.
Well, nothing says love like hitting somebody with a Ford and like a kitchen utensil.
Well, machete is a farmer utensil.
Yeah, well, you don't want to. You really don't want to attack your significant other with any kind of utensil. I'm imagining.
I got stabbed with a fork once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Fuck
I
you.
got a
Seriously?
hair dryer thrown at me one time. While it was still plugged in, it was kind of cool. It was like,
Were you in the tub?
Wow.
I wasn't. I was not in the tub.
My first wife threw a steak knife and it hung on my thigh for about 5 minutes.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Just 5 minutes.
She's a good aim.
She had great aim, bro.
Well, it's a big thigh.
Dude, I still.
Well, she was going for his head.
Did any of you?
Here we go.
And the
Here we
shorts
go.
to
Oh, here we
easily
go.
show.
Now we got to see it.
That's like
You don't even know where it is anymore.
You fucking idiot.
Shut up.
The thickness of love has filled over it over the years. You don't even know where it is anymore. Okay, that's
That's
cute.
your
That's
calf.
That's a calf,
That's a calf.
not a thigh.
Right.
Your femur.
In case the viewers
Wonderful.
at
You know-
home are wondering
Nice.
what Graz's legs look like, they are bald as his head.
Thank God you
and
told us about
beautiful.
that. Thank God you told us
Now, here's
about
a
that.
Bobby.
Wow.
Now she throws this nice knife happens, but we're still married, so I don't want to get her in trouble or anything. I had to tell the people at the hospital I walked into the oven side, like the side of the oven, and it ripped me open.
He pushed me down the stairs again.
One of the doctor turns to me, he goes, "Kind of looks like a knife." I was about to say, "Yeah, it was."
Wow.
Well, you know what? I would have fucking turned her right in.
I would turn my wife right in.
She fucking threw a knife at you.
You're looking for the chance. You're like sitting there like he would be the perfect like person sitting there like he'll throw like a pan at his head and like back the car himself. Look what my wife did to me. She did this all. He's looking for the opportunity.
Dude, it came out of nowhere. We were fighting about something. Next thing I know, she had a knife in her hand. Next thing I know, I'm walking. I turn around. She throws it at me. It's stuck in my fucking calf.
Suddenly she's Carrie's mother on the
How badly
knives are coming at you from every angle.
what would it take
I don't think
for
I've had a-
you
I never had a
to
girl throw
call
anything
the
at me.
police?
She found it.
On your wife.
Well,
What
she
would it
found,
take? Like,
well,
what would she have to do?
She found a piece of paper from a girl I was messing around with. So that's how it all started.
Okay, but my question to you is this:
There you
like,
go.
I know
Good thing she didn't
guys are
call
a little
Hobbit.
bit. They're not as quick, I think, to like call the police or tell or this.
I
or
wouldn't
that.
do it.
Like, what would have to happen for you to actually call the police? Because I can't think of a thing she could do to me where I would call the police and get it. I can't.
Wow, that's true love, huh?
But what would she have to do? Like, if she smacked me or punched me in the face, I wouldn't call the cops.
She hit you in the head with a
why would
baseball
I
bat.
wouldn't.
How about a baseball bat?
A baseball bat
upside your head.
You'd call the cops on your wife. She hit you with a
Only if
baseball
the
bat.
bat-
I'm
only if the
asking
bat-
you. You
That's
said
what
there
Only
was
if the
know.
bat
I'm
broke.
wondering.
Only if the bat broke.
Well,
I don't honestly. If I got knocked unconscious, maybe what I don't think so. If I took the hit and kept going, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know.
How about a cop call?
What would she have to do to you, Bozy, for you to call the cops?
Blink.
Really?
I'm out of cop.
But for real, I mean,
I'm
how
not
bad-
home. I'm not home for her to hit me or hate me.
I don't even want to go
This
through
is
the whole
be-
bullshit of the fucking police
This is the
report.
best
I don't wanna
part.
Go through it.
Yeah, you
This is
gotta
the best part about my
explain it.
relationship.
Call in
I'm
a
never
second,
home to
man.
see her, so it's good. It works out.
So she hit you in the head with a baseball bat. Would you
For
call the
what
cops?
though? For what?
It's because she just doesn't like the cut of your jib. Would you call the cops?
The cut of my gym?
Jib.
Oh, the cut of my what?
Am
my
I
jib?
the old man or you the old man?
I'm sitting there going like the cut of my jib. What is this? Like if I'm circumcised or something? What do you mean the cut of my jib?
She knows that. So
I never heard that before. I cut on my jib.
That's a new shirt.
Yeah.
Cut of
Got
my
chucked
jib.
up.
Yeah.
I don't know. She hit me in the head with a baseball bat. I probably wouldn't call the cops. I don't know. That's me.
So what should have I done? I was going
You
through.
did exactly.
You should have pulled the knife out and
Pulled it-
fired
exactly.
it right back at her.
I should have.
There you go.
I should have.
Nah.
If hindsight right now, yes, I probably should have.
I would have pulled the knife out and put like a compress.
Well, no,
on
that's where you should have sat there and go like, now that's it. We're doing anal.
Or I would have taken that knife and run over to Mike's house and stabbed his wife while she was sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. Or I'd run over
This
my
way
wife.
you kill two birds with one stone.
Or I'd take that knife, run over my wife, then attack her with a machete like the guy in the Bronx.
There you go.
You choose. It's either or. At least we know how far we will be pushed.
Greg DiFilippo says Charlie is too mellow tonight. He was nice and loud and funny last week. This week it's like you got him hooked up to a morphine drip.
I can never please this guy. I'll tell you.
Don't you understand something? I talk to him all the time.
Me
We're
too.
very good friends. He likes you.
Oh, I
He
know.
turned
We
to
talk
me
all the
2 weeks
time.
ago. He goes, listen. He goes, Charlie Myers, good addition to the show. You got a lot of good things. You do a lot of good jokes. Michael Friedman, not too much. Charlie Myers,
so much.
definitely.
Not so
Michael
much.
Friedman's wife, she'll be on next week.
She's
hopefully
a
a week.
regular on this show. We're just gonna have to put a fucking cot over here.
There's nothing like Chunk Darley. I like him.
Who's that?
Chunk Darley.
Oh, Chunk Darley. He's doing a drunk Charlie thing. Yeah. Dunk Marley. Right. So Bobby's going to the bathroom.
516-465-3990.
Call in.
516-513-0515. It is 11:19. If the way we're going right now, it kind of looks like we're going to be here about 11 more minutes. I've had enough.
Well, listen, I have to say one thing, though. I promised this to my son. I have to say. My son always goes to me every single time. You going to comedy or doing something with comedy again? And it breaks my heart. And I told him, I was like, listen, I promised him. I was like, listen. Well, listen, I had to tell him this real quick thing. I love you. There's nothing else better in the world than you. But I got to go. But I love him. I love him to death. I really do. I just want him to know that I love him. And I listen, everything I do for him.
Yeah. Well,
oh, God.
So, yeah. Because
I want to have a Charlie moment.
Bozy's getting paid a lot of money to be here. He's doing it all for the kids. It's all for the kids. Listen,
I didn't say all about that now.
Mike.
Yeah.
How do you got a pretzel in your mouth?
We started off with like 18 pounds of pretzels, and we're down to like one that's drooled on.
I was looking at it all night.
You haven't had one? That's your first one, Michael?
Yep.
So, Mike, you have fun? I know you haven't really
Yes.
talked too much. You come in again, you come hang out with us. These two guys, Bozy and Myers, they've taken up a lot of my time. I used to have the mic all the time, be me, Bobby, and Richie. These two have taken over now. I don't get to say
I
a
barely
lot.
say anything.
Well, I didn't know what I thought. You could ask me anything, and I'll start talking about it all.
I asked you who was the next manager of the Mets. You couldn't answer that. You're like, I have no idea.
Well, do I know?
But you're a fucking Met fan. Who do you want?
Who do I want?
Yeah.
Me.
Oh,
No.
please. Wally Backman.
No, not Wally Backman. I guess. How about Derek Jeter? No. He owns now the Marlins.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Steinbrenner.
Is
Billy Martin still alive?
No. What's playing, Rich? Rich, what's playing?
Yeah, a little Bush.
Let me hear it.
I like a little Bush.
I like a little Bush, too. Put it louder.
How appropriate. Not many people here are getting a little Bush.
I thought you were
We're all married. We don't get Bush.
I get plenty.
Oh, please. Here we go.
I don't know what you guys. I don't know what you guys is wrong with you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry, Greek
You
stud.
need clean shaven.
Yeah, what can I tell you? You're telling the truth, so am I.
I have
I
very good quality times with my wife.
Guys, if you want to call in, the last chance.
They don't want
A
to talk
last
to you.
chance.
Nobody wants to talk to
Two
you,
free
Charlie.
tickets.
Two free
Last-
tickets.
You could do it.
We're trying to give out
Two free
tickets.
tickets to see what you're seeing right now live. Greg DiFilippo, fly in. I got you on a frontier.
Cue the
MCO to ISP.
Mike Nicole, crickets, please. Hold on. Cue the crickets. That's everybody trying to call in.
I'm telling you. They're all scared.
Talk it up, Charlie.
They're all
Get
scared.
them chucked up.
Yeah, chuck it up, Charlie.
Chuck it
Guys,
up.
we have I Got Chucked Up on Limo Talk shirts. Will be probably dropping next week or the week after.
How much do you think we should get for them? $10 a shirt?
I think I think it's a $15.
That's a
shirt.
$15 item.
It's a $15 shirt.
And
gotta go
what
15.
color do we use? Do we use the black and red
No,
of the
we
Govs
start-
radio?
we
Black
start
and
off-
white.
Polyester or cotton?
We start off with a traditional, I think, gray with black lettering, and then we expand it.
Black
as we
shirt,
go.
white lettering.
What do we get? Do we get a youth? Do we get a kids? Or do we
Well,
get
well, I won't get one with white pinstripes on it, pinstripes on it, because God knows I'll look like. What'd you say last week? I look like I put on 30 pounds in one jersey. But yeah, we'll have it in a full size run. I think we'll do from like XXX all the way down to like medium, small for.
we having
And
a
then we'll
show
give
next
them away to the guests. And if you are a printing company, if you do T-shirts, if you want to get in on this sale, if you can make a nice I Got Chucked Up on Limo Talk shirt and you want the business, give us a call, hit us up on social media.
Call up now and Charlie will sign it for you personally.
I will sign it. Guys, anybody have any shows coming up? Bozy, talk to us. What shows you got
Other
coming
than
up?
we have the live limo talk October 11th coming up next week in the little room.
Right.
I'll also be back here again on the 26th for Mike Keegan and friends.
Okay, really?
So I'll be on that show as well.
I want you to read this, Bobby.
Mike Keegan is very famous right now. God bless him.
Keegan is awesome, and we all should stand with Keegan.
We do. I stood with him at the bar.
He hasn't been on my show. I don't talk about him.
Well, yeah, like you said, Governor's Little Room. We have Limo Talk Live. We have comedians Stephen Rocco Perillo, Tom DeSillis, Matt Aravallo, Jeff Bosey, myself, Teresa, and we were just missing one more. You'll find out when you come. Mike,
Graz, I'm going to be on.
Obviously, Graz.
You're definitely going to have the entire cast of Limo Talk.
Greg DiFilippo said, "Charlie, can we get your sister back on the phone again?
Don't.
He's got some questions. He
do me a favor.
To ask
Don't tempt her with a good time, please.
What? Your sister?
Yeah, I don't.
I like your sister. I thought she was very good at radio.
She's great, and I love my sister. But yes, the question stream is it makes me want to have a panic attack.
Well, just so you know, your sister just said, "Put me down for a shirt. Charlie's going to pay for it."
Yeah, I know. She knows.
All right,
Friedman. What shows do you have coming up? Talk to us.
December 5th, 13th.
December 13th.
December
in the little
13th,
room.
okay.
Who's promoting it? Who's going to be on the show?
I'd like to either call. I'll be a good choice.
Who's promoting it? Who's the
I don't know
promoter?
who's going to be on.
Who asked you to be on the show?
Who asked you? Carlo.
Carlo. So it's a
Lucian.
Carlo Lucian show. It's going to be December 13th. You can see Mr. Michael Friedman. Other than that, we have our show going on October 11th.
Yeah.
So
You know what? Let's get the fuck out of here. Put her on.
get
Let's
the fuck
go.
outta here.
I've had enough. I've had enough.
I love you, baby. I love you.
For the great and powerful Bobby Inzarello, Ins 41. Thank you, Bobby. Love you.
Love you, man. Have a great night. Thanks for coming on, Mike.
For the world's oldest intern, Al Celeste.
Al, have a good night.
For Michael Nicolia. Cue the crickets.
Oh, poor
Wait, wasn't Mike just on the phone? What happened to him?
I think he fell asleep.
What happened? We had him on the phone and forgot about it.
He's still on the line.
We totally
we
Mike and I.
Mike and I got to be in the same office tomorrow, 7 a.m. So he went to sleep. I guarantee.
For Mad Dog, Christopher Mad Dog Russo from High Heat. We love you, Mad Dog. For Charlie Myers and Jeff Bosey.
Uncle Charlie Comedy on Instagram. Throw me a follow if you want to. I got chucked up shirt. DM me.
Hey, what? Wait a minute. I'm getting a fucking residuals on that
promoting.
chucked up shirt. It's
Chucked
my
up
show.
shirt. I'm telling you, I can tell you right now, these chucked up shirts are gonna fucking.
Greg
fly off.
DiFilippo wants a chucked up shirt.
I know, my
Put me
sister
down
wanted
for
it.
a shirt and a large, and Graz is going to pay for it. Thanks, DiFilippo. For Greg DiFilippo, Bruno Capolo, Natalie Myers, Jim Raya, Tony Walker, Ken Pichelle, Gina Kajemi Coffin. Who else? Bonnie Scalisi. For hanging out with us tonight on Facebook. Like Tony Walker says, we thank you for the loves, the hearts, the likes. For comedian Michael Friedman. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Greg DiFilippo, we love you, man. Thank you for all the beautiful comments chiming in with
Dennis
we love it.
Murphy.
For Dennis Murphy. For Mandy Jones. Thank you, Mandy. We love you very much. For Board Up Extraordinaire, Richie Zarelli. Put it up, Richie. Here we go. If I get it? Did I get it? No, not yet.
Nope, not yet.
Mandy, thanks for Mandy
You
for
missed
coming
it.
out. We got a
Bobby, I love
chucked
you.
up shirt too for Mandy as well.
Come see us on the 11th, folks. We're going to have a good time. We're going to be drunk. We're going to be having a really good time. I'm going to kick ass and bomb on stage. Hold on. Here we go. Grazaday. Michael Friedman's gay.
Thank you very much.
Grazaday. Mandy Jones has a threesome every week. Good night. God bless.
Good night, guys.
Tune in
Appreciate
next
it.
Wednesday for the new host of Three's Company with Mandy Jones and Bonnie Scalisi. For Michael Friedman, who's invited back in because he didn't get to talk too much. For Jeff Bosey, who's going to be fucking...
Are we on Thursday?
Yeah, we're on this Thursday.
All right.
Yeah, we're on this Thursday.
We are?
We're going to go... I think you want to be on or you don't want to be on?
I can't be here.
All right, we're off
no.
next Thursday.
Next
We're off
Thursday.
next Thursday.
are
And I
you
will not
in?
have...
That's
I will not have
my-
another board
next
up.
week.
That's my 20-year wedding anniversary.
That's big enough.
Lenny
So I will
is
not
gonna
be here.
Hold on, put the
performing
music
next
up.
year.
All right, I thought we were getting it. So listen, since your 20th anniversary,
Yes.
all right. So we're not working.
That's the day.
So we're not here next Thursday. So right now we're asking people, please come visit us on October 11th.
Get
we're
down
having a
here.
good time. Fucking Bosey's gonna kill. So is Charlie Myers. Here we go. Grazaday. Natalie Myers is not going to get married. She's gay. Good night. God bless.
Good night.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. Please come and visit us on the 11th. GovsRadio.com. GothamGoldGraz.com. For Air Virginia, I miss you. For Uncle John, give me a call. And for everybody else, your mom's box. Good night.